Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? My name's Spencer, and this is Cory, and welcome to Best Ball Draft Addicts. Tonight, Cory and I are going to be jumping in and drafting some SuperFlex teams together for the first time. So, yeah, this is exciting. So, Cory, uh, just give me your general thoughts on SuperFlex.
General, pun
Mm-hmm.
intended. So,
Go.
yeah,
Uh
yeah,
huh.
yeah,
General thought.
yep. So yeah, I think like Superflex it's so weird because like you probably agree. I think we're in a quite a few dynasty redraft keeper leagues and stuff, and I 80 to 90% of them are Superflex, so we're very
Mhm.
very comfortable with the format. That's almost like exclusively what we play. and but for some reason in on like Superflex underdog tournaments, we just can't crack the code.
Oh man. Hey, what's up, Zero? How's it going? Chad, what's up,
So,
friend?
on guys.
Glad glad to see you guys with us here tonight. Um, yeah, bro. So you say you just can't crack the code. Chad just says it too. I love Superflex, but always lose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have been personally the last several years. I've talked to you about this. My advance rates in Superflex have been terrible. I keep doing the wrong thing, the wrong strategy every year. And so this year I just decided there is no strategy I'm taking into it. We're just going to draft teams different ways. Sometimes I'll spend up at quarterback. Sometimes I'll push it. Sometimes I'll do two, three, four. I'm just mixing things up, man. I'm definitely
just
much more
strategery,
willing right
just
now.
strategery.
Just strategery. I'm much more willing to spend up and take non QBs at the top. Um,
Yeah,
but I'll still take QB. It's just roll with the punches each draft as we go.
I mean,
I'm
I don't think there's probably it. If we're wrong, someone jump in, but I don't know if there's a science necessarily. It's just got to hit on the right players, be in the right league, be in the right room, and all that. I guess I know that's the general concept, but I like to tell myself, I was like, I'm not bad at it. It just hasn't worked. But I'm open
well,
to suggestions.
I tell myself I'm bad at it.
Right.
So I generally do much less super flex than I do of regular. But the thing is I love it. I do. I really do. So I say we don't wait too much longer and let's go ahead and jump in a field general. Zero or Chad, if either of you guys want to draft with us. Um, do you have it pulled up, Cory? Do you want to go ahead and jump in and
I
let's see what
do.
we get?
I do. Yeah, if you guys are good to go. All right. There we go. All right. Good. Ready to go?
Yep, Chad's ready.
Okay. Cool. All right. Three, two, one, enter.
Four more.
Four more. Nice.
Zero's
We're
in.
in.
He says, let's do it.
Let's go. So real quick while we're waiting for this to fill up, do you want to talk about the news?
Yeah, tell me what you sent me. You sent me
So
a thing about Bucky.
yeah, and this came from Pewter Report, which they are a credentialed media site that has covered the Bucks for decades, according to their Twitter page. But they reported today that Bucky Irving apparently has not been cleared to participate just yet, coming off shoulder surgery. Time will tell if he's able to get cleared for OTAs or if the team will hold off till camp. It sounds like he'll be fine for camp, but there's a shoulder surgery that we didn't know about. And so that's just coming to light. At least I hadn't heard anything about that. And the general consensus seemed to be that people didn't know about that either. And he had all those injury problems. In He had all the injury problems last year, obviously, we all know. And it just seemed like it started as like something that wasn't supposed to be that bad. And then it just because he never went on IR, did he? Like I thought I wasn't a Bucky owner in like weeklies or anything, so I don't know, but I don't remember him going on IR last year. Maybe he did, but it took a long time for him to get back. And just, and that was the whole knock on him before is because he's a smaller guy. And I don't know. That maybe it's nothing. It's just May, but I don't know. That's just the only way I read it was Kenny Gainwell, baby. Let's go. We knew it. We told y'all.
That was the whole point of your message, was to be like Kenny Gainwell.
Kenny Gainwell, baby. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. But again, just wanted to put that out there and see, I that's the first I'm hearing of it. And I was already hesitant to click his name, so that does not help.
Chad's in. He's at 11, Cory. So, Cory, I got pick 6. You got pick what number?
2.
2. Look at you at the top, and it's your pick
Look
now.
at me at the top, and
you get the choice right out of the gates. Oh,
I'm gonna take Lamar.
You went quarterback. Oh.
I know. I'm sorry.
So, 10% Kenny for Chad. I don't mind Gainwell, but the range he goes in has a lot of great picks too. Sean Tucker is literally free. He is. Yeah, Sean Tucker is at the very end. And 0, pick 5 right before me. So me and 0 back to back.
Gibbs going 3, then Bajan.
All right.
All right, 0. What are we looking at? What are you doing?
So he's going to Jaden. All right. So I'm going to try something again that I just tried last night with Cory.
Oh, yeah, right.
And we did a draft last night just to kind of, jump in and see how things look here in SuperFlex. And I tried a Drake May stack, and I liked how it turned out, but I could get it a little bit better. So let's see if we can do that again.
Do we need and not for the folks that are here right now watching, but if anybody watches this later, do we need to go into detail about what SuperFlex is or no?
It probably is not a bad idea. So essentially, here's the difference for anyone that's wondering between this and the other drafts that we do on here. So essentially, what you're looking at is with SuperFlex, there's 2 more rounds. So it's 20 rounds instead of 18 rounds. And then after that, the main thing is you still have the same starting lineups, but normally whenever you have a flex spot, which can be a running back, wide receiver, or tight end, now that can also be a second quarterback. So on any given week, you can have 2 quarterbacks start, whereas normally it's just 1. So the strategy immediately goes, do you go elite QBs? What do you do exactly? And I think that there's any number of ways you can go with it. Obviously, as you can see here, there are a couple teams in this draft that haven't taken a QB yet. There's specifically 2 through 2 rounds. Oh, and it's only 2 wide receiver instead of 3 wide receiver in SuperFlex. Okay, yeah, good. Any position can hit SuperFlex. Yes, correct. All right. We're sticking at the top. I'm gonna stick back-to-back strong QBs.
Yeah. Any position can hit SuperFlex. Typically, quarterbacks are the highest scoring. They're not valued typically as high in a single because there's a lot of them, and it's a island position.
And so as these drafts go, obviously running backs are going to go quicker than wide receivers as well. So both quarterbacks and running backs go quicker than they do in other drafts. What are you looking at, Cory?
Well, I wanted Mahomes, but it's fine. Actually, I'll take my first James Cook share if he's going to be there, I guess. But CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson right here. Actually, I don't hate it.
You don't hate it, you say. So we're gonna be following along, and let's see what 0 and Chad do. So before that, Cory.
You know what?
Got 2 seconds.
I'm just gonna go Purdy first, and then let him make the decision for me, one way or the other.
So for our first stream SuperFlexes, we are sticking with 2 QBs in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I don't mind it one bit.
So when we say that we've struggled with our previous strategy, we go with our previous strategy.
Well, my strategy has changed, but yes, I know. This is one of them. So last year, I'll tell you what I've done the last couple seasons. 2 years ago, I went really hard on pushing QB, where I wanted to make sure that I had, you got Justin Jefferson. I love it. where I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of guys at other positions. But now, last year, I was like, I'm going to spend up at QB. I want to have 2 or 3 QBs in the top 4 rounds. This year, like I said, I'm changing it up. All right, so let's see what Zero does. He went with Barkley. So Jaden Daniels, JT, and Barkley, 2 strong running backs, just like talking about how running backs are going to be go up. And I'm going to take Hampton to pair with Herbert there.
Okay, you're pushing it a little bit.
So if I do try to stack in Superflex, it's something I like doing when I'm not going to reach too much. And it's not a huge reach to take Hampton over AJ.
No, I didn't mean. I thought you said you were doing something that we talked about last, and you had the chance there. You didn't when you took Drake May first.
Well, I still have plenty of chances, Corey.
Well, I know that, but you had the chance right there to guarantee it.
Well, again, I don't want to reach for stacks. So if I reach, it's a few picks. That's at least what I want to tell myself.
I guess I was just based on yesterday. If that changes.
Well, let's just say what you're talking about. You're talking about AJ Brown.
Sure.
Right. So preemptively drafting AJ Brown. Well, the thing is, AJ Brown's ADP in Superflex is 57. So that's 3. I'm not going to take him in round 3 when he could be available in round 5.
But okay. I was saying you got sniped on it yesterday and you were really upset about it. So,
but yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. If I was to reach, possibly with this pick, but not with the previous one.
It's your funeral, buddy.
Chad. So Chad has started with Caleb Dart. That's his boy, and Ken Walker and Brock Bowers. Love that start. I also will look at tight end different ways here because with 20 rounds, sometimes I take a lot of late tight ends. Like I'll take, I don't know, maybe let's just use an example of Harold Fannin, and then I will go and take 3 guys at the end and do, push it that way.
Yeah.
Chad's username, by the way, is it's Unlucky Coy. 0.
Yeah, he's pick 11.
I value the elite wide receivers the same as RBs, even though it's 2 RB, 2 wide receiver.
Same.
And
maybe just maybe just pushes it a little closer.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it now just because we brought it up and grab him. And I do like to preemptively gamble on that. And I have said that I would value if AJ Brown was on the Patriots today more than Rashi or London. So I'll stick to that.
I would have kept you honest, made you pay for waiting.
Hey,
it's all about the lessons learned. That's it.
Tight end room feels like a huge drop off, and wide receiver has deep depth. Now, you're not wrong there as far as tight end goes. But like I said, there are a number of ways you can approach the tight end strategy.
Speaking of, do I go with Trey here?
Yep. This is your time to make that choice.
Let's go Shuck right here. I'm going to go with my third quarterback here. We got a nice ADP fall for him. Ward and McBride. And no running back yet, but I'm just again, I love the Drake London right there. We're gonna go for it.
He's doing it.
Drake London. No running backs, baby. Running backs are a dime a dozen.
Hashtag no running backs. All right, so I'm kind of looking here, preemptively lining up what I think I want to do the next 2 rounds. Let's see, ADP wise.
Well, and so a lot of people will push the 3 quarterbacks. Some like to. For me in Superflex, I just like to get it out of the way. I'm kind of the same in Dynasty, not 3 quarterbacks necessarily, but like it's always hard in like a start. So actually, Spencer and I have a startup Dynasty draft on Thursday, starting Thursday. And we are the first and second pick. How fun is that? But it's one of those too that like there's always so many skill players I want. I'm like, I know I need to get my stupid quarterbacks, just get the 2, be done with it, and then I'm free the rest of the draft.
I'm free, baby. I'm free.
I'm free. I'm not because like I can't tell you how many times like where if you push that QB2, you're like round 5 and Malik Willis is there or something. I should take him or Tyler Shaw, whatever is right there, but this guy's still on the board and I want him so. But if I don't take this, there's a huge teardrop, quarterback, whatever. I like to just get it over with, be done.
So and the thing is I also typically feel that way, but you know me. And sometimes I like to get froggy and just see what I can do whenever I push it. And usually it bites me, but man, they're kind of fun to do. Just like play chicken with the room, see what can fall to you. But like I said, a lot of times that will just turn around and bite you.
Well, and Spencer and I are 1 and 2 in this in this startup draft, and neither one. It is SuperFlex tied in premium, and neither one of us want to take a quarterback. And I'm pretty sure we're like brother in arms, solidarity that we're not gonna do it. So really, it's just coming down to we have to decide what players that we're going to take in lieu of quarterback.
Yeah, and last night, Cory, CJ, the guy who's the commissioner of the league, he texted me and he said, "So who are you thinking about at pick 2?" And I responded and I said, "I'll never tell."
Yeah.
He was not happy. He was not happy. He was like, "All right, you're out of the league."
Yeah. Wouldn't you like to know?
So yeah, I do not plan on taking a QB. I'll just say this. The rules for the league is tied in premium. It's a dynasty, fresh startup. I think people can guess maybe what I might do.
Travis Kelce. Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
That's a really smart move.
Yeah, I know. I'm really good at this.
All right. I took a running back, you jerks.
Finally.
And he sucks.
About time.
But don't get used to it. Oh, yeah.
Flowers.
Well, that's a
layup.
That's a no-brainer.
Layup.
Now, I will say my brain immediately was like, oh, Garrett Wilson, just for like a split second. I'm like, oh, wait, no, that would have been dumb. That would have been dumb.
It, Cory. Fight it.
Yeah, it would have been dumb. He's an alpha.
So
when you go when you have the chance to go into any league with DeAndre Swift as your RB1, you gotta do it. Right?
Look at this. Look at this plan come together. Trayvon and Ladd back-to-back rounds. Love it.
Tell you what.
It's coming together, Cory.
Yeah, you are living good.
I am. I'm living the high life. That AJ Brown round 4 is just right.
I will say, Spence, that Durfee messaged me. Our friend Kevin texted me earlier about he's been mocking on Sleeper in the upcoming draft, and he's a big Bears fan, but he's like, talking about the whatever. And I was like, Spencer and I are wondering if he'll just pull the trigger on Caleb Loveland because he's the 12th pick. He's 12 out of 12. It was like just on the, and he was like, no, I don't think I'd pass on like McBride or Bowers if they're there. And then like 20 minutes later, he's like, damn, now you got me thinking about Caleb and Loveland, and I'm kind of into it. It's like,
hey, I say do it.
Why not? That's what I said. Whenever you're on the bookends of a startup, you can't play chicken. Like because it's dynasty. It's one thing. Best ball, if I don't get a guy now, I'll get him in the next 100. But whenever you're talking dynasty, that's forever. Then when you're on the bookend, get your guys. Don't push it. Just even if it's a round or too early, who cares?
The shelf life of running backs is so short.
Yeah. Yeah, and exactly, like for running backs, like that's what like a lot of people. Bijan is a very popular pick at the 101, but I just never love my startup roster construction going early running back, even though we just did one last summer, and not to toot my own horn, but I won. But by taking Bijan in the first round, so maybe just what I've done in the past is wrong, and I went against that. Anyway, back to this. Who are you thinking? Who's
I just
Jalen
pulled the
Waddle?
trigger. So I had no stack piece there.
Uh,
Ramondre went the pick before, and what I was really hoping would fall to me would have been Tyler Warren, and he went at the turn. So
mm,
just went ahead and add Waddle and add another great wide receiver there, or at least
okay.
potentially, and then see what happens with the come around here.
Mm. I want to up my Carnell Tate shares a little bit. I was thinking about that earlier, and I kind of like to, not that it doesn't have to be this one. I'm not going to do a ton of SuperFlex, but that's one thing I want to do is I want to get more Carnell Tate shares.
Well, with your love of Cam Ward, it shouldn't be that hard to do.
Man, I could
Just
double tap
preemptively take
running
him.
back here, but jeez, Louise, I just you guys, if you're going to keep giving me wide receiver ones, I'm going to keep taking them. What are we doing?
And as Zero said, in Swift you trust.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? He's always healthy as a horse. He's really good.
So, Cory, where do you think Sadiq will go in this startup? Much hugely, hugely different situation than Colson Loveland.
Yeah,
My guess is
Loveland won't make it out of round 3.
yeah, with Superflex it's Superflex tight end premium, which
Yeah.
if you don't know what that means, tight end premium tight ends, it's 1.5 PPR is what it is.
Well, it could be more than that technically. It could be 0.75, could be a full like 2 point per. It just kind of fluctuates, but
yeah. For this league, most leagues
this
is
league.
what it is.
Mostly traditionally, but there are leagues that do more than that. But
yeah,
it's just an extra little bonus per reception for tight ends to up the value of it a little more.
I don't know if Sadiq will be a top 10 round, but
no.
he'll probably.
Actually, I think he will. He
could be top 10 round.
So one thing that we're not nearly talking about redrafts or anything like that. Spencer he hates mock drafting. Just not a fan of the exercise.
No, actually, this is why I fell in love with best ball at a decade ago, because I've never liked mock drafting. And as soon as I learned about best ball, and this was over on NFFC, I'm like, why in the world would anyone ever mock draft when you can just do a best ball draft? Like,
sure. Yeah, right. Yeah, it makes a ton of sense. And so seeing as the reason I bring that up is I have done like on Sleeper and I don't fall in love with any.
You've always liked mocks, though.
I do like mock draft. I think they can be a very useful exercise. You just have to, obviously, you can't fall in love with the build. You can't expect it to go exactly like that. Just for me, it gives me the exercise is valuable to know right about where guys' names are based on the rankings that other people are going to be looking at. I have my own internal rankings, but I like to do a mock draft. Like I like to do mock drafts just based on the website, just to see what other people are seeing. And because you say Kenyon Sadiq probably won't be a top 10 round pick based on his ADP on Sleeper. He's going in the top 7-8 rounds. So that's why I just like to have an idea of it.
Sure.
I don't go in there saying, oh, I love this build and how this turned out. That's my strategy. That is a terrible way to use mock drafts.
Yeah. And as a viewer or listener, this is kind of really what I mean too. Because I've been both a viewer and a listener of hundreds of people about fantasy football for the last 15 years. And hold on one second. It's my pickup. And Bill, Chris Rodriguez, or Aaron Jones. I'm going to stick with the old this time of Aaron Jones. Sometimes that could be Bill. Sometimes that could be C-Rod. Could have been Gainwell as well. All right. Anyway, but whenever I watch people or in the past, whenever I have, and they're doing mocks, I just don't care. I just don't care, especially
Sure.
like ESPN people, like those are the big ones. But there's a channel that I really like that I've followed for a long time, just called Fantasy Football Advice. And but he does a thing every week where he does mock drafts, and I would rather he just jump in and do an underdog draft. I would be much more engaged in that. That's just one example. But anyway, that's just me. There's a lot of people that you can follow do drafts though. So like there's no shortage of that. And look at Kenny Gainwell.
Gosh, I can't stop.
Yeah,
But I did go Kittle. I had Purdy, and I didn't have a tight end yet, so that kind of made the decision for me there.
Zero has a great point. He says, when people have money on the line, you see true mock drafts for sure. He did a
Mhm.
big dog last year, and it was night and day different compared to a best ball millionaire. And yeah, because a big dog, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Is $500?
That's the 500. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when you really see people's opinions and thoughts, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's not like
Absolutely.
yeah, a big dog is it's not like, well, I'm going to do X amount more, like 100 more of these, so who cares? I'll just mess with the
Right.
builds. Like, yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, and I always say like mock drafts are in for like the NFL draft that every analyst under the sun puts out, and the mock drafts that you see, that the fantasy footballers and ESPN and people like that do, like, it's just for fun, and it should be taken that way. Of if just listening to, I mean, no mock draft is going to be the same. It's really just one of those where mock drafts draw eyeballs. That's why those guys do them, and that's why analysts put mock drafts out there. They don't even like doing it. It's just people are into it, and that's what they want to see. That's the content they want to see. So you put it out there. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, and exactly. That's so true. And there's a lot of people out there that don't do best ball. There is a lot.
Right.
So
Yep.
so for them, that's the content for them. I 100% agree. Zero said everyone was doing 0 RB in Best Ball Millionaire and 3 RB through 5 rounds in Big Dogs. Oh,
Oh,
I
wow.
I
That's
100% can see that. Yeah.
oh,
Like
interesting.
where the money really is, spend up on RB. And it
Yeah, that's
worked.
why I shouldn't see. But then you got me that rocks DeAndre Swift as my RB1, and I'm making a $500 donation probably in that one.
You probably wouldn't have done that if this was a $500 one.
Don't tip me. Don't tip me.
All right,
Spence, what are you thinking here, baby?
so obviously you would think, oh, take the Gadsden slide here, but no, I'm not going to. I'm going to force Gadsden to fall another round for me to take him and go ahead and grab Rome Dubs here, just in case AJ Brown doesn't get traded. Then, because Dubs' situation obviously is hurt with Brown, it's much better without Brown, but it's still positive enough. AJ Brown either way, it's still draftable.
Sure.
All right.
Show.
So after you make your picks here, let's catch up and see what our other guys in the room have been doing with their builds. So you are up.
Richard Pearsall.
That was perfect, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have planned that one better. And there goes Kincaid. Let's see who makes it back to you. Look at that. Double bills for the Josh Allen owner.
I don't have much Jonah Coleman. I'll admit that.
And I like betting on him in an anti-Dobbins mindset.
Yeah. I'll go with him. Yep, I'll go Coleman on that one. And there's not,
Yep, Chad. That's exactly why Gadsden's falling, and why I want to make him continue to fall in order for me to draft him. And I don't even know if this is the spot. He's only fell right now 17, and there's a chance that he may go all the way back around. So I may just continue to push it because honestly, I like Njoku more anyway. Definitely for draft costs. Yeah, look at this. Njoku's a dog. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. two completely different skill sets too. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
I need another running back. I'm going to go and just grab Woody Marks just to grab a piece there that I don't necessarily love, but he could be a somewhat contributor. I could see theoretically him catching a touchdown, maybe rushing it one in every once in a while.
But yeah, two completely different skill sets there with Gadsden and Njoku. And Njoku's more of a, I mean, obviously he's been a good pass catcher, just injuries, but he's also an inline blocker, so he will line up and block. Whereas Gadsden, they would kind of move him all over the formation. He's kind of, for all intents and purposes, he was more of a big receiver last year. So, which there's great value if that was just there. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that. But yeah, Njoku going there, that definitely muddies the water. Well, Spencer and I were talking the other day about Gadsden, is that he's regressed more to his ADP has regressed more to the mean, like where he's going where he should have been going the whole time.
Yeah. We talked about that right out of the get-go, actually, when we were doing our player reviews, like the round by round. And I remember talking about that, being like, if Gadsden starts falling, that's whenever I'll be more interested.
Yeah,
and
same.
Dang it, man. One of the big reasons why I also pushed it is I was hoping that I could get Henry and Njoku, and Henry would right there, and it didn't happen. 2 picks away. All right, time to pivot. Where are we pivoting to? Going back to running back. You know what? I don't like this guy. I don't ever take him, but let's do it this time. Let's pivot to Pacheco. Yep. Let's pivot to Pacheco. I take Spears, Sampson, Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's probably my favorite one there. Gadget Man. No, Gadget Man.
Is that a thing?
No. Okay, I wanted to talk about what our other guys have been doing here, and we keep getting distracted.
Baby.
Juwan, there it is.
Your
tight end fell to you.
Yeah.
Lucky. All right, so Zero has 3 QBs. His 3 QBs are Jaden Daniels, Bryce Young, and Aaron Rodgers. He has Jainty, Barkley, Chuba. Oh my gosh, my brain, I almost said Roddy White, Rashad White, and Tyler Algier. Wide receivers, Rashi Rice, Tet McMillan, there's a pair piece. DK Metcalf, there's a pair piece. Michael Pittman, another pair piece. And the tight ends, Chigankounkwo, pair piece with Tucker Kraft. So really like what you've got going there, 3-5-4-2. And let's see what you add in. And then Chad will look at your team here in just a minute after I make my pick. All right, so Carson Beck. So went ahead and grabbed a 4th QB, betting on Beck. And I don't think this guy will make it all the way back around to you, so I'm going to just do it right now and grab Alvin Kamara.
Thank you for taking him so I didn't have to again.
Yeah, because now that I just took those 3 straight running backs, I'm good at running back. The rest of this build, I've got 6 of them. Hampton, Trayvon as my 2 main ones, and then just some wild cards. Aaron Jones, Woody Marks, couple receiving guys, Pacheco and Kamara, a couple guys that might be dust, but we'll see. All right. So let's go back to Chad. So Chad is currently rocking 2 QBs. He took 2 at the start with Caleb and Jackson Dart. It's now his pick here. He just added Gunnar Helm. So Chad's tight ends are Brock Bowers and the aforementioned Gunnar Helm as we wrap back around. His running backs are Kenny Skywalker, Cam Scatabo, it's your boy, David Montgomery, really like those top 3, then Blake Corum, and then Emmett Johnson just going right now, which is a good piece there with Ken Walker. And then wide receivers, you pushed wide receiver to pick 83 and started off with Egbuka, Mike Evans, Mekhi Lemon. I do like that trio. Jacoby Myers, Concepcion, Rashid Shaheed, Diggs. Very solid build. You just have the 2 QBs. And so the question will be, can 2 QBs do it? Because at this point, who's left? Fields, Mac Jones, McCarthy, Richardson, not much. Some gambles. Jameson, or Jameis Winston. That's probably a good one to look at adding. He's probably already thinking about that. And then this is the time for me to go ahead and grab Njoku. Don't push it. That was the perfect Njoku spot right there. I had to get that done. That's my tight end 2 to Fannin. Oh, reuniting. Antonio Williams, nice stack piece there for Jaden Daniels and 0. Love that. All right, Corey, coming back around to you. Do you have any stack pieces or any positions you're looking for here? Fields?
Stack pieces, yes. But actually, no, I don't plan on going Fields. I spent up early on quarterback, so I'll probably just stick with my 3.
Legit question. Do you think Fields go ahead and make your pick first?
I mean,
Stribling
would be. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the
you got Purdy. Yeah.
For stacking, it's Stribling. That's it for 49ers. That is probably way too many.
Ravens, Saints,
there's one. There's one other guy.
Yeah. There's the.
But I don't need to take it yet.
You don't need to take him right now.
No.
But let's see. What's his ADP? 231. I won't say his name out loud.
I haven't. He's cute. He's cute.
Yep.
Cute, not cute. I don't know. That sounded like cute. He's not a bad looking guy, I guess. Honestly, tight end is probably where I should go here to get a third one. I'm not in love with any. I mean, Gesicki's not terrible.
Tonjes for another 49er if you want to do that. Did you just?
I didn't. Out? Yeah, I just timed out. Shoot.
Well. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if Surratt ends up being a stud, you don't have to worry about someone else taking him in front of you.
Yeah, I say I don't see that being the case. But I mean, actually, I do like Surratt. Just stud might be a strong word. But yeah, that was, I ran out of time. That's on me. I should have had more players queued. A rookie mistake.
Hey, at least you had him queued and you didn't get Emmanuel Wilson, right?
I did actually draft Emmanuel Wilson this morning in a Docs, and it was a Seattle build, but also it's like I just literally haven't taken any of them. So sure, let's jump aboard the Manny Wilson train.
So not every piece has to be stacked either. It's just stacking's nice.
Sure, right. It doesn't have to be. Right. Yeah, it could be whether it's if you like the player and it works out great, or you could use it as a tiebreaker if you're between a couple guys. It's not the end all be all.
Not the end all be all. So Jerry Jeudy just went. That's at 197 to 0. All right, let me go back over and check the comments here. 0 said earlier, I've been testing out fully fading B until last 5 to 6 rounds, but I've discovered a sweet spot. Interesting. 1 elite plus 2 cheap starters, or 2 mid-tier QBs plus 2-3 dumpster fire dives. I kind of like doing that right there. Pacheco's potential if Gibbs get hurt is a good play against the Gibbs owner in the pod. Great point, local football flavor. Absolutely great point. I love that thought process. And then I did a Mooney Winston backstack last night. Nice, beautiful.
I love Jameis. He's the best.
Jameis is so much fun.
Have you seen that? There's a video that's this real quick, just because the Pacheco Gibbs thing before we're off that, but it's just this clip that keeps finding my algorithm, I guess. But it's it's Gibbs and Pacheco running drills back to back, and just basic drill. But it's one of those like, here's Gibbs, Pacheco. Can you spot the difference? And it is just like it's so crazy because like Gibbs goes first and it's where he's jumping in between the trash cans or whatever and does it like without no stop, just so fluid, he like glides through there, whereas Pacheco like does his normal like stop stutter thing and whatever, and it's just like one is a elite first round talent, the other is a not elite player. Pacheco's a good player. It just honestly wasn't a knock on Pacheco. It just shows how good Jahmyr Gibbs is.
He's a plotter. You're up. You got 2 seconds. Hope you have someone in your queue.
It did.
All right. So I thought Zero, you might go with Jeremy Bernard there. He did not. He said nope, Justin Fields. So this is part of your thing that you talked about. So this is the 2 to 3 dumpster dives at the end. That's your Carson Beck, Justin Fields thing.
We are diving, baby. We be diving. I could, it's my tight end 3. I could just hedge my bets, and take Tonjes with Kittle.
Yeah, do it. I think so. Yeah.
I'm not in love with it.
Tonjes is he's pretty solid. Like I was impressed by him last year when Kittle was out. I think he's solid enough.
I'm gonna take Parkinson.
We're diving.
Yeah, we be diving.
We be diving. Didn't want 5 Steelers. Oh, you don't want to go all in on the Steelers on the night that I'm wearing a Ben Roethlisberger jersey? Come on, bro. All right, so Zero has a 5.562 build. Closing it out with Ted Hurst. No, not closing it out. This is round 19.
I keep doing that. Like yesterday after 18, I was like, all right, that's wait, we have 2 more picks. Like SuperFlex got me.
Oh boy. Timing out. Let's just grab Torrey Horton. That was me running short of time and being like, oh man.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab someone. And I like Torrey Horton. Yeah. Big Ben. That's right. Rocking the Benji.
What's your build right now? You're what, 3682?
3682. I'll finish 3683, which is like the standard, like nothing special.
Think that's
super
probably
flex build.
Where I'm going to end up is 3683 is probably where I'm going to.
Yeah. Oh, the Steelers Packers Super Bowl with cinema. Oh, bro, absolutely. Yeah. I watched that with Cory over at his house in one of the mini Super Bowl parties we had back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
The first Cory's house Super Bowl party was what, the Seahawks?
Steelers, yeah.
Steelers, yeah.
Steelers, yeah.
Yep.
That was the first.
That was the first one. I wore the Sean Alexander jersey that night.
You did. I wore the Ben Roethlisberger jersey that you're wearing right now.
Yep, we sure did.
Yep.
Oh.
There are pictures of me with that jersey on, trying to convince my girlfriend at the time that I was of sound mind and not intoxicated.
Oh man, there's a lot of 20-year-old pictures of intoxicated younger selves. Yep. Back then, I was still wanting Rodgers to prove himself to me, and boy, did he. Oh, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. He sure did. Cory has never liked Rodgers, by the way.
It's not true, actually, at all.
Oh, you did? You did used to like him?
The thing,
I don't remember you ever liking him.
Honestly, until just the latter part of the Green Bay years, I actually loved Rodgers. I was never a Packers fan or anything like that. I always rooted for the Packers during the Rodgers days because I just I wanted to see greatness that wasn't Tom Brady. I was so sick of Tom Brady winning everything all the time and the stupid Patriots. And I was like, I just wanted Rodgers to build one of those legacies. And so like every time they kept coming up short in the playoffs. It was so frustrating like that. I know Packers fans, sorry, closure is the Seattle game, 2014. Like that was, I was so pumped that the Packers were going to beat the Seahawks because I was like, Rodgers is going to stick it to Brady and I cannot wait. And then that went down. But I actually was a big Rodgers guy. I just not a huge fan of his antics these days.
So I just forgot. I put it out of my mind.
But yes, right now, no, not a big fan.
I have always kind of liked Rodgers, so that's just me.
Why not? We're just going all in right now.
Why not? Christian Kirk, go all in, baby. So I'll say this. I just pivoted at the last second. I said I was going to take another tight end and have a 3.683. And I went with Anthony Richardson at the last second since I have Daniel Jones just to I'm not ready to completely write off the potential that maybe Anthony Richardson can still have another pop game in him or two if he gets a chance, because it won't be long. But if Daniel Jones starts the year out, I guess that's still possible, right? Do you
For
think,
me,
honestly, do you think there's any chance that Jones starts hurt and Richardson starts out?
yeah, I mean it's a non-zero chance. I mean it's an Achilles, but I, I wouldn't, I wouldn't bank on it. No.
Oh well, yeah, no, I ain't gonna bank on it.
Yeah, but I mean because of the injury, yeah, a non-zero chance. But and yeah, Rogers in the last part of his, it had nothing to do with the football stuff. It was just his McAfee interviews and just the smug stuff and just I don't know. I don't want to get into the COVID stuff, but just I don't know. He just listening to him talk, and then the Willy Woney kind of thing, like he just the attention and it irks me. He's
Yeah,
just a very
but
disingenuous person. But on the field in his prime, it was great.
yeah, but also you let that stuff, like, you follow those stories and see I don't. So like I'd never bother me. I just ignore it. As a Steelers fan living in Pittsburgh, I have no love for Rodgers. Steelers need life, to be honest. Drew Aller, Corey's Drew Aller all the way.
Drew
Richardson's
Aller,
getting
baby.
traded most likely. Even if he is, if there's any chance Richardson has any pop, I think he's occasionally worth a late one of the F-it QBs for Superflex,
Yeah, dumpster dives.
Dumpster diving. You got it. All right. Well, let's take a quick look at these teams, and then we're going to jump in another one. So if anyone wants to do another draft, we'll do that here in just a second. But let's start off, and let's start with taking a look at Zero's final roster. So 5573. So he did the pick 5, 53, 77, 173, and 212. So the way that I see this working, so basically Jaden is the big home run play. Bryce Young, I'm soft spot for Bryce Young. I like that. He should at least have the job the whole year, be a good solid backup. Rodgers is the we'll see wild card. Throw in some Steelers pieces just in case. Carson Beck, at some point he's going to play, right? It's just a matter of when and how long will he keep it, because as Cory said, what if Beck sucks and then they just go to Gardner since he's there? Or what if they go to Gardner first, right? What if they go to Gardner before Beck?
I'm sure they would go to Gardner first, but it's like if Carson Beck is going to play, please just don't nuke Trey McBride. Please.
Oh, please.
Just feed him. I don't care what please.
And then Justin Fields, obviously, we know who Justin Fields is, the big play that he is. If he were ever get a chance, if Mahomes were to be out, he's set up for some potential monster game or two. Hopefully Mahomes will never be out, but just in case.
Did you see the first Monday Night Football game of the season was announced today?
No, what was it?
It is the Chiefs and the Broncos.
Ooh, hello.
And they're advertising Mahomes on the front with Bo Nix and not Justin Fields.
Yeah, no, that's both of those QBs are going to be there.
So they're committed. They're committed. It's like wrestling. If you're advertised, you got to show up. Same thing.
That's it. Cena, you better.
Sorry, Pat. Pat, whether you're there or not, we already put it out there. You get it.
Jane T, Saquon, Chuba, Rashad White, and Algier. All a good running back room. Chuba pairs with Bryce, White pairs with Daniels. Obviously, you don't care about any pairs when you spend up and get the two studs at the top. And then Tyler Algier, potentially something if Love were to be out. Obviously, that's his true high end.
I actually think
kind of a back stack.
I think the Algier hate has maybe even gone a little too far.
It's probably a little too far. You're right.
People are pretending like he can't be. He literally was fantasy viable behind Bijan for the last couple of years. So Jeremiah Love is a great prospect, but he's not. I think he's just a tick below what Bijan was as a prospect. Personally,
it really, to me, it just really depends on how they're going to use them, and that's time will tell.
Right.
Rashi Rice, Tet McMillan, pair piece with Bryce, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, pair pieces, Williams, pair piece, and then go with Judy and Ted Hurst. And boy, do I love drafting Ted Hurst at the end. He's one of my, my love flyers at the end. I need to start getting some more of him and my puppies. I drafted him a lot early, and I've not been on him so much recently.
I drafted him in my Dachshund this morning
Did you?
when I did one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need to get some more Ted Hurst in my life again. Tucker
Mhm.
Kraft, Chig, and Darnell Washington. Darnell Washington is interesting because obviously this guy's a giant beast of a man who it could be a red zone just monster, but has been mostly a blocker, right? So I think that this is interesting. I've not clicked his name yet, but I've seen other people do it. And so Zero seeing you do it here, it puts it on my radar as maybe a name to click. Chig and Tucker, I love those picks, and Tucker gives you the stud anchor. So I'm a big fan of this build. Yeah, really like it, Zero. And then let's go over to Chad's Unlucky Coy, Unlucky 13 Coy. All right, so he ended up getting two, not Jameis Winston at the end, went with the other New York quarterback in Cade Klubnik, who, and I know why. I know why, Chad, before you even say anything. It's because why in the world would I bet against Jackson Dart on the team and I draft him? No, Dart's going to play every game, never miss, and be a stud. Am I wrong? I got to be right. That's the thought process there. Just bet on Dart, screw his backup.
Yeah, man.
Joe Flacco, we've seen how good he can be whenever he can get a chance to come in either of the last 2 years. So God forbid Burrow gets hurt again, but that's how that could work. And then Cade Klubnik, whenever we talked about him in the draft breakdown, and I brought him up as a potential if Geno sucked or got hurt in the second half. And Cory, I remember you were like, well, the problem is you don't think that the Jets would play the rookie. They would find something else.
I mean, in the back of the season, and they've got nothing to lose, and they can see what Klubnik's got. Then yeah, sure.
Then maybe.
I mean, yeah. I just like whenever I said that, I meant like you. It was suggested that maybe if Geno sucks in like week 6 or week 7, that they're going to go to Klubnik. I'm like, no, I don't see that. Like, why? Plus, they're pretty much tanking in plain sight.
Yeah, well, and I don't think Geno's going to suck, but I do think it's an interesting flyer for the last round.
Sure, yeah. Oh, I mean, but if they're completely out of it, and frankly, the front office wants them to lose with the impending draft class coming, then absolutely they're going to bench Geno.
Yeah, and they don't have Tyrod there anymore, so I forget who I saw. Let me go to a quick Tyrod. He's Green Bay now.
Yeah, I knew it was the NFC North. I couldn't remember which team it was.
Yep, and his build, by the way, was a 4-5-8-3, and his 5 running backs being Ken Walker, Scadaboo, Montgomery, Blake Corum, and Emmett Johnson. Really solid group, stacked piece with Cam Scadabo. I always say Scadaboo. Emeka Egbuka, Mike Evans, Mekhi Lemon, Jacoby Myers, Casey, Shaheed Diggs, Malik Washington. Is there any correlation with the wide receivers? Nope. It's a completely unstacked wide receiver room, which is kind of interesting in itself, especially since we don't know buys. This could be a very unique combo that no one else has. And then, of course, Brock Bowers. I always love this pick. Always and forever, Brock Bowers. And then you wait, Gunnar Helm, Theo Johnson. Really nice guys to take flyers on at the end. I like that.
This is I would call this between Dart and Scadaboo and like Lemon and guys like, I was like, this is an all aura team. Like this aura off the charts for this team. Whew.
Yes, man. Sir.
And don't bring your girl around this team.
Don't forget Stephon Diggs. Okay. All right. Don't forget.
Definitely
him.
Don't bring your girl around him for other reasons. Allegedly.
All right. And then, yeah, she's going to have fun going out on a boat. That's what's going to happen, allegedly. All right. Because of the implications, Cory.
Prove it. You can't. Prove it. You can't.
I'll wait. Okay.
I'll wait.
Drake May. This is my team. And I went with a 4-6-8-2. Went and took that 4th quarterback at the end instead of taking the 3rd tight end. We'll see. Richardson could have been a wasted pick, but Drake May, Herbert, and Danny Dimes. I got some really nice stack pieces with the Patriots and the Chargers, Hampton, Trayvon, and then, as I discussed, like taking the flyers on waiting on these veteran running backs. But I got the 2 kind of younger potential studs at the top. I really like my wide receiver group. I'm a big fan of this. And AJ Brown being the preemptive stack piece. Lad McConkey, Waddle, QJ, Dubs. I'm Zachariah Branch is also moving on up there for me in most drafted favorite guys at the end for rookies. Kayshon Boutte, Torrey Horton. And then now the question is, can the former Cleveland teammates of last year, Fannin and Njoku, be enough? Hopefully Fannin can be enough, and with some Njoku help, that I won't need anything else there. But if not, oh well. So I'm a big fan of that as well. I thought that was a fun build, and I was really happy with how it turned out for most of it. But it's not my favorite team. But I still liked it. Now you went with the 3 QBs, and you got 3 good ones: Lamar, Purdy, and Shuck. This is counting Shuck as a good one.
Yep.
And now go ahead and tell me what your thoughts were as we go through the rest of your team.
Running back, I only drafted them because I have to. But
so you don't get fined, you mean?
Yeah, so I'm just drafting, so I'll get fine, man. What am I doing here? But Swift, yeah, I mean, it's clear that I waited. I really love my receivers. My running back, just hopefully enough of them pop on a weekly basis that we get to where we need to go. I got RB1 and Kenny Gainwell. And then maybe Jonah Coleman falls into some carries when J.K. Dobbins gets hurt. And honestly, like even Tyjae Spears, I don't really see why. I don't think Singleton's going to usurp him necessarily. I mean, Spears isn't the healthiest guy ever, so it could happen there. Man doesn't have ACLs, for God's sakes. And then Kamani Vidal, why not? Love the receivers. Pairing Zay with Lamar. And then it was pretty easy. The board fell very easily for me to pair a lot of San Francisco pass catchers, DJ Moore, Flowers, London, but then with getting Surratt, obviously it was an auto, my bad, but it fit my build anyway. So I really like the receivers there. And then tight end, again, Kittle, ended up being the perfect time to take Kittle. And then also so pairing him with Purdy, and then pairing Juwan Johnson with Shuck, and then Colby Parkinson, just because my third tight end was a little late, but he has a pop week every once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I'm in. Parkinson's one of the guys that I'm in on mixing in at the end. Yeah, I'm a big fan of your team too. And again, you did the 3-6-8-3, which to me is the traditional, most optimal way to build. So I really like it. All right. Well, we all got some good teams here. Let's hope we can get some tickets and advance these things. All right. Well, I am ready to go ahead and jump in another one. But before I do, I was going to say, take a quick look at the comments here. Richardson can score 35 fantasy points on 7 completed passes. That has happened.
I mean, honestly, 7 might be generous.
Yeah.
Expecting him to complete that many.
But Beck may be playing during weeks 15 through 17 is the thought. I can 100% see that. Minshew curse will have one QB. We'll have QB1 be injured around 10.
Yeah, I felt that as a Chiefs fan.
Algiers used to it, he said when we got there. He loves taking goal line shares from QB1. Let's see. Cade Klubnik, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Darnell Washington fell and broke his arm because of his weight. I had him last year when we were in the finals, and it's Klubnik versus Beck. It'll be so sick. Yeah, no kidding. And then it was either him or Drew Aller. Yep.
Our buddy Duggar won a SuperFlex league of ours last year. His starting quarterbacks in week 17 were Kirk Cousins and Phillip Rivers.
Oh, yes. In 2025, we were like, how is this real life?
Yeah, it's unreal.
Ritter Cinderella story will not happen now. Oh, Desmond Ritter, he's done.
Oh, jeez.
He's done. Hey, Chad got the Sonny reference earlier. You should have taken Oscar Delp or Max Clare.
Yeah, Delp maybe. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Max Clare. Well, we just had a rookie, a dynasty rookie draft this past weekend. Max Clare wasn't even drafted. People were just not feeling it.
Watch him end up freaking being the one the Rams throw
I
to. It's
thought
gonna be
about
Max Claire.
if I wasn't, I have too many tight ends because I thought about it. It was like, just why not stay? He could be a nice dynasty stash. I was so bummed that that's where he went because I really liked Max Claire.
Chad's having himself some cereal for dinner. What kind of
What
cereal are you
cereal?
having? Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to know. Inquiring minds. Having cereal for dinner like Jerry Seinfeld. Blocking tight end is good. Colby's a blocking tight end too. Get you on the field. Yeah, it does. But you got that step one, be on the field. Step two, catch a ball.
Yeah. For fantasy, it's not always great, but it does give you more snaps.
All right. Well, Zero, Chad, anyone else watching, if you want to do another draft, let's get it pulled up and ready. And let's go ahead and jump in and do us another field general. 20 seconds per pick. Cory, I'll let you do the countdown. It worked good last time. You had good luck for us.
Yeah. Are you have it pulled up? Are you ready?
I have it pulled up. I'm ready. You give us the countdown. Hope you guys are ready.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, enter.
Enter. 2 more.
Whew.
Ooh, Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yep, I'll take it.
I actually been eating the protein Cheerios, the cinnamon ones. I'm not saying they're on Honey Nut Cheerios level. Don't get that twisted, but they're pretty solid actually.
Just hearing the word protein in cereal kind of freaks me out, but
why?
I don't know. I'm just joking.
All right, Zero's in here. I don't see Chad.
All right, yep, Zero's at the 7. Oh, me and Zero back to back again. Cory, you got the 10. Chad, you not in this one with us, buddy? I don't think so. Yep.
Doesn't look like it.
No. Shoot. Unlucky Coy.
Yeah, I mean it was limited spots, and maybe he might have been. When it's hard to, when you're. Oh, hey, local football flavors in here. Nice.
Hey, nice. What pick are you? Where's he at?
He's 12. He said 12.
Pick 12. All right.
Yeah.
So his handle is Rumble in the Jungle. All right. Like Rumble in the Jungle. Schwarzenegger style, baby. Got the 12. Okay. So we've got some good picks here in this one. Let's see what we can do. So I'm right back. I'm literally at the exact same spot. And Zero just flopped on the other side of me.
Yep.
Chad, yeah, I guess you missed it, bud. I wish you were in this one with us. It's fine. It's fine.
If we could trade someone in here for you, we'd do it.
We would. We would trade. Let's see. Let's see here. How about pick? How about we're the pick right before me? Nephilim 1.
All right. I looked over on the second pick, and I think he meant Sergeant Sweeney, but I saw that SGT. I was like, hey, that's your initials.
I'm gonna go Jaden Daniels this time. I'll do what Zero did last time. Hey, howdy neighbor. Howdy neighbor. Oh, I was 42 seconds delayed in the video. Yeah, and it was at 2, and it was at 2 to start. That sucks. Sorry, buddy. Well, hey, hang out and watch with us. We'll be doing more of these, don't you worry. And as this tournament fills, then there will be some more SuperFlexes along the way. I wonder if they'll do the puppy but SuperFlex this year. Last year, they did a Pomeranian SuperFlex. I remember that. Trying to remember. Did they do a puppy but SuperFlex last year? Or was that 2 years ago?
I know they did 2 years ago. I remember the Pomeranian but SuperFlex last year, but I can't remember if they did puppy.
I think this is the field generals, the first time that I remember a SuperFlex tournament where it doesn't say but SuperFlex in the name. All right, Core.
I'm going to go
Herbert. So Smith and Jigba and Herbert. So We've got Rumble in the Jungle, went with Caleb Williams and Jonathan Taylor. Zero went Drake May this time, what I did last time. So me and him have just swapped our guys at the top.
Try to draft each other's teams from last time.
He's already deviated with Amon Ra.
Dang.
And you know what, though? I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to take JT. Let's do it.
Why not?
Why not? Not going back-to-back quarterbacks this time. You didn't. I didn't. None of us did. None of us in this. We're all pushing it.
No, I liked that kind of blob of quarterbacks there, so I wanted to take JSN.
Tempting for sure, though. I agree.
I know, and I did. And Dart was up there. I thought about Dart, but I went Herbert.
Chad says, yeah, there was a puppy SuperFlex last year. It was his first one. Okay. Yep. I couldn't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago. They mix tournaments up where sometimes they'll have one a year and sometimes they don't. There's so many different tournaments available on here. Hey, there's no Dart slander in this room. We all love Dart. All right, coming back around. Now, I got to decide, is this the time for my QB2? And if so, who? Now, let's just see. So if I took Saquon, I'd really be going lockstep and barrel with Zero's last team. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to take my QB2, and I'm going to take Jordan Love. I like that for multiple reasons, but one of the main ones being that he's good to stack later on. And then Saquon, there you go. Gave Saquon to you. And I like pretty much all of the pieces for Jordan Love: Jacobs, Watson, Kraft, Reed, and Golden.
Yeah.
Let me get some Commanders guys lined up here. It's basically McLaurin or bust.
Boom.
All right.
Stack-a-whack-a-ding-dong.
So, Sammy D. That worked out perfect for you. I was about to call that out earlier, and you nailed it. That's exactly what to do with Smith and Jigba. All right. Rebel in the Jungle. What you doing? His QB2 is going to be Shuck. Going to go with the QB3 or push
Shuck, yeah.
Nope, push it. Josh Jacobs. All right. So Caleb and Shuck with Taylor and Jacobs. Now we're getting ready to come back around to you, Cory. All right. Use up.
We're going to go with Marion Hampton.
I've heard of him.
Yep. I mean, if you want to pair with I've got Herbert, so why not, right?
Why not? Live a little.
No, I've been high on that offense, and Chargers never let anyone down, ever. That's what they're known for.
All right, Zero, you going to give him to me? I bet he is. I doubt he takes him. Yeah, he did. All right, Brock Bowers, come on down. So that pretty much, of course, sets up my hope for either Mendoza or Wade on Cousins, but I don't have to take Mendoza. With the next one, I can try to push him to 68, but his ADP is 64, so he's not guaranteed to make it there. Where does Cousins go? Cousins goes way down, way down. 135. That's not bad. So I think I do that. I'm not gonna reach for Mendoza.
What did you say Mendoza was?
His 64, and I have picked 67.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna make Mendoza fall to 67, or it's fine, and I'll just push it, and I'll do a 4 QB build with Cousins as one of them later. I should be able to get Cousins in round 11. All right. So there's no one here on this side of us on the pick 1 through 5 side as we swing back around. And just to take a note, The guy at pick 2 still only has one quarterback. It's Kyler. That's kind of interesting with one QB through 5 rounds. Now back to me. So this is where I go with running back. ETN, Javonte. Man, this is tough. This is tough. ETN. I don't love it. Last second ETN, but I'll roll with it. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, we'll roll with the homies. Yeah, 0. That was a smash pick. Duh.
Yep. So and you're welcome. But you got him in round 5. I spent up in round 4 in that last draft. You were able to add in the extra piece that I didn't have with getting Amon-Ra above him. And I love the double Brown, St. Brown and AJ Brown. All right, there went Javonte to, of course, the Dak owner. All right, back to you, Cory.
I think we're looking at maybe a teardrop here. So we're going to go Bryce, your boy.
Oh, I love it. I love that. Local says Malik just doesn't feel like a good click. No, he's hard, but at the same time, I also love him. But yeah, he's hard to click. Just not knowing when he'll be back. I really doubt it because the Colts had a lot more weapons. If you followed Green Bay, Malik is kind of based. I've been a Packers fan since the 90s, and I don't like Malik Willis at all. The duality of man. Me and Cory, I think we're both pretty much indifferent on Malik, right? We'll take him sometimes. We won't. Not a target, not a fade.
Yeah, if the time comes, I'm not making sure. I've been taking him as QB2, but it's not like I have to go out and get Malik Willis. Maybe it's a coincidence, but ever since his first pitch or lack thereof at that Marlins game, I've been like, maybe I should not draft Malik Willis anymore. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is horrendous.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's baseballs. It's weird.
Sure, but still,
it was, they're so small and everything. But still, it was hilarious.
It was pretty alarming.
0 says, I'll draft him in SuperFlex and fit him in BBM. That's his compromise. Yeah, that's a good compromise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just took a Malik Willis share in a draft I did before this stream where I've been noticing the last few days he's falling. So right now I say just let the dip fall, and then whenever he makes it past ADP and you're looking at QB, go ahead and do that because he can be unstacked and be just fine. And I threw in with that one. I remember I threw in a couple of the late, you've got Chris Bell, Caleb Douglas, Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, they're Greg Dulcich. There's random late pieces to take a shot on.
No doubt.
Patrick Mahomes and one of the Peyton brothers can't throw b-ball. Oh, can't throw baseball? Yeah, well, Patrick Mahomes, I'm sure Patrick Mahomes can. His dad was
pretty good at it. Yeah, and Mahomes was
played baseball too. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I would draft Malik Willis in the 150 to 170 range. Yeah, I think if I remember right, I think he was around that 150 range. He's getting close to his drafts. Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. He's getting there. I think as we move along, perfect. Terry McLaurin, come on down. I gambled with the draft room last time taking Zay Flowers, and it worked. Mahomes did the same thing for opening throw.
Yeah.
He was rusty.
He's hurt.
Yeah, Cory, what are you going to say?
No, he's hurt. What is he's injured? What do you want? What do you want from the guy?
There's the excuse. Oh, seriously though, how embarrassing for him. His dad is a freaking professional pitcher.
I think when we're talking embarrassing, Pat Mahomes Sr. has got Pat Mahomes II trumped on everything. I know you don't follow the news, but he's been arrested for 3 DUIs in the last 2 years, and that was before his other DUIs. So actually, he was arrested for a DUI like a couple of days before the New Orleans Super Bowl, the ones where we got destroyed by the Eagles. So I blame him. But he was a distraction.
Dude, it's 2026. Come on, guy, get an Uber.
I mean, you're literally, your son is like one of the face of the NFL, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna drink and drive. I'm gonna drink and drive. Drinking and driving, classic.
Cory doesn't like talking about Patrick's brother.
Man, you know the thing is I haven't, like, he was, I mean, whenever Pat was ascending to where, like, it was I honestly, I slipped his name honestly is even it's not Austin, is it?
Oh, you're forgetting his brother's name?
Oh, dude. Jackson. That's it. Jackson. But yeah, he was just a little soul, and but he's actually, like, you know, since the whole arrest and everything, he's really, like, stayed out of the limelight. It's been nice.
By the way, I missed Mendoza earlier. I'm sure you noticed.
Oh, right.
Or didn't notice, but yeah.
Well, I thought that he wasn't on your radar.
No. If he would have made it to that pick 67, he was going. That's where he had to fall to there for me to take him, and he did not.
That was the best of us, man.
Hey, it's all right.
That's why we pivot.
Just got to pivot. So now I'm sitting pretty good at wide receiver. I've got 2 running backs, so I'm going to need to dip back into running back. I still only have the 2 quarterbacks, but Kirk Cousins is my plan 2 rounds from now.
I'm pretty balanced across the board with a 3-2-2-1 right now.
Yep, 3-2-2-1. Rumble in the NFL 2-2-4-0. 0 with a 4-2-2-0. 4 QBs already for 0. I just noticed that. Yeah. The last 2 rounds going Geno and Jacoby. Look at that.
They were fun. Like, it was that like cluster of, like, Rodgers, Jacoby. Yeah, it was like, yeah.
I like it. Okay. I know exactly who I want to pick. Let's see if he makes it. And it's not your boy BTJ.
How dare you? You don't deserve him.
I know, I don't deserve him.
You don't deserve him.
Come on now. Let's do this. All right. Rico Dowdle, come on down. Ooh, that's what I was hoping for there. Rico. Suave. All right. So now we're coming back around to you. Zero just grabbed him some Brian Thomas. You're welcome. I let that fall right in your lap, my friend. Oh, Diggs goes to KC, allegedly. I'll draft QBs.
It's on the board. Yeah, because someone I saw, it was because anytime this happens, because Chiefs, Twitter, whatever, everyone goes crazy. But someone posted a mock. It was like Diggs in a Chiefs jersey, and he liked it, and everyone's like, "Well, that's it. It's official. buy the jersey.
Lock it up."
There it is, man.
Is Jacoby Myers too old now or prime age for a new team? Well, I say he's prime, and I know Cory is into him for sure. We've talked about that earlier. Thanks for BTJ. Had Rico and BTJ in my queue. You're welcome.
Yeah, I think Myers, like, the real quick, I'm gonna make this pick and then I'll be ready to talk again. Make sure I'm not missing any stack of lax. I don't think so. We'll go Corum here. I'm trying to talk myself into it.
You've been doing it. You are talking yourself into it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, and Chad, to your point, that's why it makes all the sense in the world. But problem is, he was found not guilty. We're more into guilty guys. Like, you plead not guilty, you're not a chief. Sorry, you're not chief material. We take plea deals in Kansas City.
Dang it. You know what? Bill.
Bill.
Oh, Rico was also in locals queue. Sorry about that, guys. I was just hoping and praying
Oh,
to get to that
I
pick.
knew we were just talking about. So it was Jacoby Myers, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Jacoby Myers.
I'm in on Jacoby Myers because it's whenever I think the NFL trade deadline is so overblown, and because it's just for football, especially, it's just whatever certain positions that it's not an easy transition, and if you're not familiar with the system, yada yada yada. I just don't know. Like mid-season receiver acquisitions aren't always, don't hit very often, at least in my opinion. And Jacoby Myers was almost seamless to the point where they signed him to an extension in season. It was that good. It went that well. So I don't know. I'm in on Myers. He had as someone that was a heavy BTJ owner, seeing what having no chemistry with Lawrence looks like. Myers like almost immediately had chemistry.
You agree with Zero here? Jags are in a Super Bowl window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
absolutely.
Yeah. There's no reason not to. I mean, like they just ran into. I was disappointed by their play because they were on a heater and they looked so good, like beating the brakes off of Denver in Denver and stuff. But yeah, they just pooped themselves against Buffalo. It was a close one, but yeah, man, that was disappointing. I was hoping the Jags would have pulled that one out. What?
Whatever you just said, poop themselves. It made me think of Anchorman, where it says, "You poop mouth,
poop mouth."
All right. Okay, back to me. This is my Kirk Cousins round. I've got to do it right now to ensure that I get him and make sure that, yeah, I'm just doing it.
He did it, everyone.
I done did it.
They said he wouldn't, but he did it.
They should have given Tootin more touches. Got to give Tootin some touches. Etienne was gassed by then. By the way, Chad, I think it's hilarious how you write Jacoby, how it's like Jacoby. I think that's great.
Right, like Jacoby,
yeah.
like he's Jock. He's like Jacoby Myers, French Canadian.
Yeah, Jacoby. All right, let's see what local does here at the turn. He has a 2-2-4-2, 2-2-4-2. Going with another running back. Look at that. Kenny Gainwell and Tyrone Tracy Jr. Love it. Is this the last one tonight? Cory, is this the last one for you tonight?
TBD.
All right, TBD. I'll tell you this, Chad. I'm willing to do another one, so I'll be fine to stay on. I'll need to go use the bathroom because I've about run through my coffee, but yeah, I'll do another one. And Cory, if you want to stay on, cool. If not, no biggie.
Speak of.
All right, speaking of
Myers.
Jacoby, come on down.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's the time to do it.
Yep. Fired up.
Okay, I have a 3-4-3-1. This is just fall in my lap. Just time to take golden.
We're both rocking 3-4-4-1s right now, Spence.
Yep, we sure are. Look at that. Twinsies.
Twins. Samesies.
Meanwhile, Zero's at a 4-3-4-1 and Local's at a 2-4-4-2. 2-4-4-2 feels very safe to me, other than can the two QBs work? Well, I mean, I have two, and my third is Kirk Cousins, and that's kind of a fake third anyway. It's a third with a expiration date.
Sure.
Zero going with the heavy 4. I find very interesting, and you're right in the middle. You are just the perfect sweet spot of all of us, where Local and me are like the 2 heavy, and then push it. Zero went heavy 4 in this, and you're like right in that middle sweet spot with Bryce Young as the 3. Okay, coming back around here to my pick. And as we are, I am looking at, am I done at running back? I could take one more running back, but this is the perfect
Yeah,
Chigatonquil spot.
I was
So,
like, if you're not looking at Chig right now,
yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah, no, it's the perfect Chig
Yeah.
spot because, again, I have Bowers. And as I've said before, I think Bowers and Chig could be a fine duo. And if not, I can wait and take a third at the very end. I don't need to reach after this. Now, I do, like you took Jonah Coleman last time. I do like taking that shot here, but no, again, if Chig makes it, this is just the perfect spot. And he made it as Sadiq went before. Chig, come on down. You are the next contestant in my stack, baby. With Bill and Terry.
Terry.
Back it up, Terry.
Back it up, Terry.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Throwing a couple more pieces in my queue. Okay. So Zero went with Woody Marks. After his running back room is Barkley, Trayvon, C-Rod, and Woody. Back to you, Cory.
Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, look at that stack piece just falling in your lap. You could have gone Coker. That would have been a. I mean, honestly, that's actually an interesting question. Coker or Rashid when they're both.
I'm not the biggest cokehead.
No.
I never really have been.
Never really have been. Yeah,
it's just not my thing.
Yeah, your cup of tea. He hasn't really proven anything. I get that, but he's interesting. He's an interesting one. Rashid Rashid is easily my favorite one, though. I will say that. I mean, I'm a Rashid guy. I just think it's an interesting thing to bring up. I don't think they're that far apart, especially when they're both stack pieces. Okay, you could.
I could do it right here. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Do it.
I mean, where are we at? 5? Oh yeah.
You do have one tight end, but it's Warren, so it's not like you're
it's
rush
Warren.
to draft
So
another tight end.
Yeah,
there it is. Coker, come on down.
Yeah, we'll again. I haven't done too much Coke Daddy, so we'll do it.
So
we're in.
So other than Jacoby, you have a fully stacked wide receiver room plus Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now,
we'll figure it out.
Njoku, I'm sure you're probably thinking about that. Oh, Zero got Hunter Henry. It fell to him.
So Zero, I was gonna say Spencer, not so. It's just like going with like Hunter Henry. When you passed on him last time, I was like, oof, I might have to do it, but I didn't.
Yeah, hey, you gave.
And I want you
made it.
to remember that till the day you die. That I did that for you. I wouldn't have done that for anyone else. Not for him. Not for Spencer. No way.
Oh, gosh dang it. There's been a million things in the chat since I've been over here. Oh, you're welcome, buddy, for sure. We will definitely do another one for you before bed. Jacoby here in the 12th does feel criminal. I wanted RBs, but it was tempting.
Yeah.
Mets finally won. Hey, how about that? God, the Mets are a disaster. Surely Caleb and Shuck can be trusted. Surely. To the moon, right? That's right. To the moon, baby. One of these days. And don't call me Shirley. That's good. Sadiq Snipe was wild. Oh, yeah, because I wasn't going to take Sadiq, so he would have fell to you. Truly devastated.
I fell to my knees in the middle of my...
Yeah. Yep, Zero, not a cokehead.
Yeah.
Shaheed for my threads. Yeah, Zero is like he's more of a different kind of flavor guy.
Yeah. Spencer has a slam dunk pick coming up here. Slam dunk if he's there. Slam dunk.
Slam it. Okay. Now, let me ask you, is your slam dunk pick Antonio?
It is.
Yeah. It's over Jalen or Tucker?
Yeah.
Because one of the two, Jalen or Tucker, could fall. No, never mind. Zero's never mind. No.
Not in my house.
I forgot. I forgot that Zero said in one of the drafts the other day he likes taking Tucker. Antonio Brown, yeah. I was hoping for Diggs, but I'll take Henry. Hey, he said thanks, Cory, by the way.
You're welcome.
He's got a used car.
That's the least. That's the least I would do for you.
Zero going all in on Trey Tucker because of the one good week. All in, baby. Here are my chips.
That's what it, dude. That one week fed families.
Pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money. He beat me straight up.
Straight up. Rounders is a great movie.
I know, so good. Hardly know her. Sean Tucker, there he went.
Yep. Hardly know her went to not me.
Yeah.
Yep, Sean Tucker gone. That was to local. He went ahead and grabbed him.
Yep,
that was his RB6. And then Brandon Ayuk.
So, oh boy, here, the pick ahead of me just went with his first tight end.
Eli Stowers is his first tight end.
Sure is.
Hey, at least he stacks with Jalen Hurts. Am I right?
Yeah, I've been watching. But
and this is the guy that took Mendoza too. Also that he could pair him with Jalen Naylor in round 15, huh? All right. Good luck to you.
Now he could just leave, just auto.
Yeah, just go ahead and auto from here.
Just kick back, baby. Go to bed. Good night, baby.
Yep. Have
Nicely
a good one. Now, this is interesting because I'm going to go ahead and finish running back myself. K-Tron or Mike Washington. I actually think I want to go against ADP and go Mike Washington.
I think that was the right pick.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a little strange, to be honest with you, that K-Tron's ADP is higher, but I don't know.
I guess it's like a clear. I mean, like clear. If there was a path, it's much clearer for K-Tron.
For K-Tron.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Washington has got an uphill battle on his hands, but not for the RB2 spot, at least.
And for this particular team, I've got JT, so it's just sort of a nice, if they can help, they can both do something together.
Yeah, maybe they're best friends.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Yeah, maybe it's like Stafford and Cooper Kupp, having coffee and making it right.
No, you mean Stafford and his best friend Clayton Kershaw? Did you know, Cory? I don't know if you knew this or not, but growing up, Matthew Stafford and Clayton Kershaw, did you know that they knew each other? Have you ever heard this?
Really? Are they from the same area or something?
They are. Isn't that crazy?
They play baseball and sports together?
They sure did. How about that, huh?
They didn't go to high school together or something.
I think so.
What?
I know. Is your mind blown right now?
How have we never heard about that? That's crazy. I feel like they would mention that on every broadcast.
Maybe a broadcaster would have brought it up at some
point. I don't know, dude. I don't know how I missed that.
I mean, they're both famous. Both win MVPs and Cy Young.
Athletes. God dang. I don't know how I missed that.
Well, you know what? The more you know.
I guess. Dang, man. Been living under a rock.
Back to me. All right. What do I want to do? Nothing stands out. Let's go Ryan Flournoy. Or
Flournoyan. Jet Portnoy. Or what was that? Was that it?
The fatties.
The fatties. I actually watched a clip on YouTube earlier. It was a weird rabbit hole that I fell down with this girl watching Tropic Thunder for the first time. Pretty entertaining. Just losing her stuff. And rightfully so.
I enjoy watching reaction videos, and yeah, it's always funny with Tropic Thunder. Freaking our buddy Duggar had never seen Tropic Thunder until I showed him a year or two ago. We were talking one night, and I was mentioning something about, and he was like, "I never watched." I'm like, "You never saw Tropic Thunder?
How is that even possible?
What is wrong with you? Fix your life." The question about the Raiders right now is, will they pay another wide receiver or just roll with this group? Very true. Very true. Diggs? Question mark. They have Bowers, Mike Mayer, Trey, Naylor, plus the young guys. Jack Besh, he's in my queue. Solid group. JT2. Yabesh. Kubiak doesn't deal with the off-field business. Diggs will end up with Raiders, my guess. See, cool Smurfer, he's in. Diggs, question mark. That's right. They already paid Naylor. I doubt they have another.
Post. He liked to post. He liked to post.
He liked to post. He's going to the Chiefs. We already covered this. He's the Chief now.
he's just saying. You do whatever you want, but he's basically already picked his jersey number.
Chad has never seen Tropic Thunder either. Chad, go fix yourself and go watch Tropic Thunder, brother.
Dude,
seriously.
Leave right now. No, don't leave.
Go after our draft. If I could, I would let you borrow my copy right now. But this is the day of streaming. You probably don't have a DVD player.
I know. I have a.
If you have a PlayStation, maybe you can play it in there.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder is incredible.
Yes, Tropic Thunder is goated. Absolutely.
I mean, like, if you're not
seriously, dude, like, it is one of the all-time best comedy action movies ever made.
The cold open to start that. If you're not in by the end of that, then maybe it's not for you. But it's one of the better ones you'll ever see.
The fake movie trailers.
Yeah, the trailers.
Yes. Like, it starts off with
I'll never forget seeing back in the day midnight show, seeing that at midnight and just losing it on those. So good.
We were probably there together, Corey.
Yeah, probably.
Watching in theaters in high school. Yeah,
I saw midnight show back to midnight shows.
Oh boy. I had to do that quick decision. Mike Gesicki. I didn't have time to look and think about it.
Yeah.
Will my parents like it? No, Chad. No. I don't think so. I mean, Zero says no.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No, it's not really like a show to your parents movie. I wouldn't say that.
It's not. Yeah, I would have watched it with my dad, but my mom, no, not her thing.
Yeah, same here. I would watch it with my dad, but there's no chance I would watch that movie with my mom. None whatsoever. No.
Excuse me, Mom.
You can't make movies like that anymore, probably. No, but it's so good. The amount of actors that are in that too. So
that's what the gal that was watching it for the first time, she was just like everybody that kept popping up and like cameo. She's like, oh my god, like everyone is in this movie.
And
sure.
And keep your eyes peeled, Chad, when you watch it. Keep your eyes peeled for a famous Top Gun actor to show up at some point, and you've got to keep your eye open. It's Always Sunny had a huge season about this. Yes. All right.
I got two. These are my last two picks, right?
Last two picks.
Can't hold anything back now.
All right, Corey. Coming back to us now. I got a 3-6-6-3. I'm assuming I'll just double tap wide receiver. I could take another quarterback though. I wouldn't mind taking a fourth quarterback since Cousins is probably it ain't happening. I mean, I could do the Jameis thing right now. Marcus Mariota makes some sense with Jaden Daniels. Jameis, Mariota. Zachariah Branch is still there. Let's just grab him right now.
Yeah, I'd feel more comfortable as my last pick.
Yeah, just push it to the last one. Push it to the limit. All right. Now,
along the razor's edge.
As we are coming to the end of the round here. Chad, how old are you, bud? I was too young to see OG Top Gun 2. I do need to watch that too. My dad keeps wanting me to watch it. How old are you? I'm interested to know.
It's a little personal, don't you think?
I don't. No,
it's not.
No,
I'm kidding.
He's not. No, he's 25. See,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're born in 01. Yeah, no, you did. You missed the original Top Gun time period. I mean, Cory and I, we were young, but we were alive whenever it came out. Got to be over 21 to play on Underdog. He's good. He's good, baby. He's cleared that bar easy.
We Gucci. Oh man. So I'm debating between receiver or QB4.
Well, that is the choice.
That's
QB4, random QB4 receiver. So what, Richardson just go? Local grab Richardson and Will Howard. There's his 4 QBs. So he chose 4. We know Zero's at 4. He did a spend up thing. This guy's got 5. I'm seeing the guy at the pick before me, Nephilim. He at pick 5, he only has 2, Mahomes and Stafford, and he just said, "Screw it, I'm done." Simpson. Look at
Simpson.
you.
Stafford, old AF. I mean, he's a warrior. He plays through stuff, but he's been pretty banged up over the years.
Pretty banged up.
Even if Ty Simpson gets a few starts, you never know. 13th overall pick.
You know what?
Really good pick.
This is really good. Oh, Jack Besh went. Oh, Jack Besh just went. Oh, brutal. I was just about to say I'm just going to pick Jack Besh and be done. Blah, 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 blah. All right, pivot. Jameis, come on down.
It's a pivot. So actually, yeah, all right. Because Torrey Horton going was also helped my decision, but that would have given me the entire Seattle receiving room, which
that would have been fine. I'd have taken it.
I guess there's worse ones, but
you could have taken Torrey first and tried to push Cup around to you.
Yeah,
could have, would have, could have, should have. Snooze, you lose.
Chad agrees with me. Ty,
Ty
Simpson.
I can start a couple games.
Yeah.
Michael Mayer snipe was wild. Michael Mayer was in my queue too. Oh, and he went the pick before Chad, because of course I had the Raiders thing. Were you going to take him? Were you about to take him and you pivoted to Ollie Gordon?
Yeah, ball knower, man.
Yep. Brett 8114.
Shout out, Brett. Nicely done, brother.
Shout out to you, Brett. He got Turd Ferguson and Michael Mayer. All right. That draft is done in the books. Hey, you know what? Yeah, if the back comes back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, at the back, and then I mean, wasn't it? Was that what his issue was last August? Was it an elbow or a shoulder or a back? I don't. It was something. Yeah, he definitely has all of those injuries and all of those problems. But yeah, you never know. Why not?
Mayer or Theo will forever be the most tight end ball knower question. Mayer will get a huge contract next year from some team. Yeah, I have no doubt about that. It'll be the Chiefs. He's going to the Chiefs. Take over for Kelsey.
Maybe that wouldn't surprise me.
What if he does?
That would not.
You heard it here right now.
That would not shock me at all.
All right. Well, let's take a quick gander at these teams, and then we'll get in join another one, and I'm going to go run to the facilities. All right. So we'll start off with Zero's team this time. He went with a 4-6-7-3. We swapped our QBs. Like I talked about, he went with Drake May, Malik Willis, Geno, and Jacoby. 4 QBs in the top 90 picks. They fell to him. He said, scoop that dip. Look at that. ADP of 66 for Geno to 79. ADP of 74 to 90. Just take it. Saquon, Trayvon, C-Rod, Woody, Singleton, and Ollie. So we got the Trayvon stack piece. You got snuck in the Ollie. The Ollie thing, that was a little Malik potential stack there. Boy, it would have kind of been nice if Breece Hall could have been mixed in with this team, knowing what I know now, but you can't plan for that. And then Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, BTJ, Micah Wilson, there's a piece there. There's a little stack piece with Arizona. Trey Tucker, Trey Harris, double Treys, Malik Washington. A.J. Brown, of course, being that preemptive Drake May stack. No other Patriots except for Hunter Henry, and, of course, our boy Trayvon Henderson. And then Andrews, Henry, and Dulcich again with the pair with Miami. So you got the couple Miami pieces to pair. Really like this build, and it's very interesting seeing how it turned out with the spend up at QB there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what local did at pick 12. Rumble in the Jungle, 4673. Caleb, Shuck, Richardson, and Will Howard. I like waiting till the end and taking the gambles on those two. Richardson, of course, I just grabbed that last draft, and I've taken Will Howard already in SuperFlex, although the heck if I know on what will happen there between him or Aller as far as like who could be the QB in weeks 15 through 17. But hey, just take the gamble and see what happens. John Taylor, Jacobs, Kenny Gainwell, Tracy, Keaton Mitchell, and Tucker. That's a really strong running back room there. Mm-hmm. Let's see what stack pieces. Saints, Bears are the main ones. No real Saints, Bears stacks there. That's all right. But you did get Olave and Burden in Rome. Yep. That's big. Those are the main ones you wanted right there. And then and Juwan, I was wondering, I like this tight end room with Laporta, Pitts, and Juwan. That's a sexy looking tight end room there you got. And then, I mean, I love it. Boy, looking back now, of course, CJ Stroud, I bet you probably were looking his way at some point. He didn't make it. That could have been real nice. Him also in there with Nico, and then seeing Tank Dell come here at the end. But still, as one-off pieces with the Texans, I like that. So I'm a really big fan of your team overall.
I like that. That's a good-looking team.
Yep, really nice team.
Really good-looking.
Obviously, for me, the only potential thing is with the no strong third QB. But again, you can have that. You don't need it. You can just do two, and it can be fine. I'm about to look at my team, and I'm in the same boat. No strong third QB. I've got two that I like, and Jaden and Love. Cousins is just a cross my fingers and see how long it lasts type of thing. Again, I think Cousins will be out by week 6. So, I mean, and using them at pick 126. Obviously, if what I think happens, then honestly, Kirk Cousins is a wasted pick. Wouldn't you agree, Cory? Like, if Kirk Cousins is done for the year in week 6, then why even take him at 126? But it's the what if. What if he's not, right? Yeah, it's the if. It's the if.
Yeah. I mean, it's last year, it's people taking Russell Wilson and knowing that he had to have a short leash too.
Oh, and then how about that 1 week where he had literally a career high of 400 yards
against Dallas?
And then he's benched 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Because I think that after that game was Chiefs the next week on that Sunday Night Football, and he was horrific,
horrible,
so bad.
This running back room here for me, I think is interesting. It's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. JT, I love. ETN, the thing is, completely unstacked ETN. Maybe it could work. I didn't feel great at the running back at that spot. It's also, I really wish that could have been Breece Hall. Rico, I liked that at this pick at 100. I like the Bill pick again, a pair piece there. Can't help it. Charbonnet fell. This is just late enough. I'm just going to bet on him being healthy for the playoff weeks. And then Mike Washington, both a pair piece and a handcuff piece at the same time. Zay Flowers, the unstacked Zay Flowers to go with stack pieces of Terry McLaurin, Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, and Antonio Williams. Closing my wide receiver room out with Flournoy and Zachariah Branch. So a 4, 6, 7, 3. I kind of feel like maybe I needed one more wide receiver, which again was going to be Jack Besh at the end until pivoted that to Jameis Winston once he went. Brock Bowers, Chig Okonkwo, Mike Gesicki. Obviously, I like the tight end room, but question is, with Bowers and Chig, did I really even need Gesicki?
Need to do it? Yeah.
Probably not. I could have used that on the extra wide receiver. Remember that Gesicki pick was one where I almost let the clock run down on me, and I just did it quickly. So this team didn't turn out exactly how I like, but it's still an interesting lineup. All right, and then Cory, you went with a 4-7-7-2. You did do the 2 tight end build, and it's Warren and Njoku. So let's go ahead and run through your team.
Yeah, Herbert, Sam fell right in my lap with JSN, and we've talked before about how easy it is to stack beyond that with the late pieces too. Bryce Young, Spencer's just trying to keep talking me into him, and then the Ty Simpson pick that we talked about last round. Like, why not? Maybe Stafford misses some games. You never know. And with those weapons in that offense, he could have some decent weeks. Actually, I like my running back room. It's not like chock full of superstars, but it has a lot of upside. And then just taking a floor guy like James Conner, I actually think, we've been talking about maybe a guy gets traded or whatever. I think Arizona will trade James Conner. That if I had to guess. But yeah, I like Hampton, Chuba were both stack pieces too. So that's that is a thing if you're into that sort of thing.
And then your wide receiver room, which is stacked heavy.
AF. Yeah, stacked AF. With Jason, Tet, with Bryce, and then QJ over with Herbert, and then I had to die. I didn't want to go too crazy on the Seattle stack, because I thought about double tap, but thankfully Torrey Horton went, so I was like, I didn't want to go too nuts on that, but I actually love my receiver room. I think, especially like too early, and then I didn't take another one for quite a while, for another like 3 or 4 rounds or something.
Yeah, you see.
It was 130. Yeah, 130. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I went quite a while, and I love actually like Jacoby Myers fell in my lap. That was really nice. And yeah, it's just the board really, for stacking purposes, whether it's good or bad, the stacking purposes, the board felt great for me. And then Tyler Warren, Njoku, maybe that's okay for 2. We'll find out. If it really depends on what kind of role Njoku is going to have with the Chargers. I could have. So honestly, your Gesicki pick probably should have been mine rather than the 7th running back, maybe, or the 4th quarterback. But other than that, I actually really like how this turned out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what you just said. If I was to say anything, James Conner or Braylon Allen could have been another tight end, and maybe. Let's see, who could it have been that could have worked? Is Jatavian Sanders? I'm pretty much done with him, but is he?
I was so high on him, but yeah.
He did. He got hurt. I need to look that up.
If he came back, but
with Darnold, there's could have been Elijah Arroyo would have been there at the very end. Barner would have been gone pretty early. I don't know what his.
Yeah. I'm fine with I'm cool
but overall I think that's what you did was totally good.
I like this team more than the last one. Real quick, are you going to the bathroom?
Yes, and there's a bunch of comments that if you want to go through and talk about.
I've been reading them. I've been like watching them, but I'm going to pose a question to them real quick.
Here real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and run to the bathroom.
Pose a question to the group.
Yeah, and then we'll join here when I get back.
Yeah, because I don't know if I might be hopping off. So
okay,
I'll cover you till you get back.
Okay,
of course, we're not going to leave dead air. Kind of. All right. So here's the situation. Spencer, you can go.
Okay,
you can go. He has to poop. So, all right. Dynasty. This is the one I mentioned earlier. Startup draft. SuperFlex, tight end premium, everything at PPR, yada yada. I'm the 101. I really don't want to take a quarterback. I really, really don't. Like I feel like anytime in my other dynasty leagues, anytime I've ever started with a quarterback that like a top 5 pick, I'm like, well, I got to get an elite quarterback. And I just don't love the builds. And honestly, my more successful teams have been the skill players. So my question is, if you take quarterbacks out of it with the parameters I gave you, who are you taking 101? I know there's a short list of names. Who are you taking? I have a name, maybe 2 in my mind. Who are you taking? Would love to know that, because I am just going to kick it back and forth in my head over and over, and probably just end up taking the guy that I know I'm going to take. But I've talked to a few other people, and they've kind of given me different opinions. And Gibbs, Genty, okay. Yeah, those are Genty at 101, and I know you're a Genty guy, so it makes sense. But I get that. And see, there it is. I love the discourse because it different answers across the board, right? It's crazy. And a lot of the time, like, I try not to be crazy about this, but like I think in my when you're playing in multiple leagues or dynasties, whatever, I'm like, well, I already have X amount of shares of these guys. Like, I'm in enough dynasties where I basically have a share of everybody, so that's not a tiebreaker. So I'll say kind of where my head is at right now, and 0, there's no surprise. We're on the same page here. I'm kind of leaning Chase. Like, I like building dynasty teams around receivers. And it's not even necessarily the longevity thing. It's just the volatility at running back. Now, Bijan and guys like that, different story. Like Bijan, Gibbs, ones like they got stay power, but you never know after. Like I back in 2021 startup draft, I took Najee Harris in the 2nd round, thinking, I mean, well, rock solid RB for the next 5+ years. Whoops. So yeah, like, just for me, that's the way I'm leaning. Spencer has another way that he's leaning for his pick, because he's picking 102. I'm 101, but honestly, I don't think there's a wrong pick, but I don't know. Even in 26 isn't that. I mean, obviously, like, he's just really entering like prime years probably, and a lot of his skill set. I agree. Skill set, it just plays well with Neighbors. I love the talent. Alpha, elite dog. It's just, it's not even the ACL last year. He came into the NFL with an injury. Like, it was the toe that he never got taken care of too. So it makes me a little nervous, but I think he's a 1st-round dynasty pick for sure. Anyway, hey, welcome back.
Hey, thank you. So
Yeah.
I'm seeing here, I'm walking into you talking about taking Chase 1 in that dynasty.
Well, I said no. I said I put it out there, and what's great is that it's. I said take quarterbacks out of it. Like, who are you guys going? Like, and it was 4 different answers, and I love that. Like, did it solidify my decision? No.
What were they? So I know Chad. I can see here Chad was voting Neighbors. What
Yeah.
0 say?
Well, actually, no. His original was Gibbs and Genty, and then let's see, Bijan and Chase were the ones that were thrown out. Earlier, I asked Derby. He said JSN. I'm like, man, like, it's just it's all about preference. None of those are wrong. That's the beauty of it. It's just, if you have, 0 said he doesn't play dynasty. If you're gonna ever get into it, or if anybody else is watching, my mindset of dynasty is like, maybe this guy is the right pick, but I'm going to be looking at this team and I want to be excited about this team. So quarterback strategically is probably the better pick, but I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to do it. Right? Am I wrong here, Spence?
No,
I'm preaching to the choir right now.
You're preaching to the choir.
Literally, as soon as like Spencer and I were literally on the phone doing a draft, and then doing a whatever it was. I don't remember if it was a field general
it was the SuperFlex.
Wasn't the field general? Yeah, we were doing a field general, and it, like, the draft order dropped. And I was like, oh yeah, they just set the draft order. I was like, we got 1 and 2, and almost in unison, we're both like, I don't think I'm going to take quarterback.
Yeah.
And like just like that, because we're in so many of them, and we've done the quarterbacks early, and it's fine. It's just, I don't think it's the hit rate or the safe play that it gets made up to be. So, and
trade that pick.
I trust me. It's out there. That's on the table. Like, I personally have, like, even thought, like, so the guy, the commissioner, he's picked 3. and he loves to trade, so I'm sure him and I will maybe have some discourse. But like maybe if there's somebody else in the top 5 wants their guy, and maybe just a pick swap, swap our firsts. I can move maybe up in the second round or something like that, and kind of hit the tail end there. That's on the table. So especially with all the guys that you guys listed, I'd be fine with any of those. If I moved to 5, I literally would take any of those and be totally happy. But I'll report back on Saturday, the next stream.
Yep, we sure will. And I am not really a trader, even though even pick 2 makes a lot more sense to just trade that and do the exactly same thing. Move down in the first round, move up in a little bit later. So I mean, I'm not saying I won't do it, but right now I just typically my thing with I just don't really like getting a hold of guys and doing the whole talk back and forth. I sort of like if I'm going to do a trade, it's more like just send an offer, boom, there it is. But
I wish it was that way, but I never get anything done. I can never get trades done that way. What's funny is I actually sent a trade offer this morning to a guy that never looks. I was like, I'll just send one. Maybe he'll see it in a week. He rejected it in like 10 seconds. I was like, I didn't know that was even possible. But dude, the trades, it's so much fun. And I just, every time you send blind offers, it's going to get rejected unless it's stupid. So it's the text part, which you just got to be into that sort of thing. And that's never really been your thing.
No.
Baseball, it is, but not necessarily football. For me, on the dynasty side, I do like to talk this stuff, and like it's better to have it arranged ahead of time if you can. Like, don't wait till it's on your pick and then start shopping it around. Let's have some couth here, guys.
Yeah, for real. Like that's the worst whenever you're waiting and someone's like, "Oh, talking trades," and then it's like 2 hours later. Like seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I am going to actually jump off. I've been up since like 5, so I'm
good. Hey,
I'm kind of
local,
dragging a little bit.
appreciate you hanging out
Thanks for
tonight.
jumping on, brother. Appreciate that. Jeremiah Love. If I was at the back end of the first, he would definitely be on the board. He won't make it back. No way he makes it back. So, I mean, he probably wouldn't make it past you in the second round. So,
right.
Which that's the part I don't love is that like if there's fallers like that, he ain't getting past Spencer. Like we drafted enough together to where I know I'm like being on the end together. It's like whenever there's a falling, I'm like I don't even need to look at him. Spencer's gonna take him. So I'm just gonna
just move
on. Just move on.
All right. Yeah, it says Cory and I agree too much.
I know it's kind of weird. Like it was fun. Everybody was listing the players, and I was like, he had Zero. I called him out. I was like, Zero, man, I knew you. That's my guy, Chase. That's who I'm leaning toward at 101. Honestly, the first name that popped in my head, I was like, that seems like that's Jamar Chase, and then I'll just have an advantage at receiver every year for the next 4 or 5 years. So,
yep.
Oh, all right. I'm going to get out of here so you guys can draft more. See you guys.
Have a good night, my friend.
I will report back. I promise.
Yep. Sounds good. We'll talk on Saturday.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. See you. All right. Chad, Zero, anyone else that's still here? You want to go ahead and pull up the draft board, and let's go ahead and jump in another field general. I'm assuming we want to go ahead and do a field general. Go ahead and tell me if you want to do something else. We can do something else, but I'm down for a field general. I know that Zero is done with the puppies, so no puppies. We're in there, baby. All right, let's do a field general. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown for us. Chad says field. We're doing a field. Field Yates, baby. Let's do it. All right. And the countdown in 3, 2, 1, enter. All right. 4 more. Go ahead and jump in if you haven't yet. 4 more to start. Field general. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I am pumped here. Let me go ahead and pull up this next one. I am off work tomorrow. That's why I'm like, I am completely good to go ahead and do another draft. I will probably call it a night after this one. But yeah, let's do this thing. Draft starts soon. We have a filled room. Let's see what picks we got. Let's see let me go ahead and get this pulled up on the screen here. Okay. Oh my gosh. I got 6 again. 3 straight drafts of pick 6. Insanity. And Chad, he got pick 11 again, which is what you got in that first draft. And then Zero got 4. So at least we're not right next to each other, Zero, but we might as well be with only one in between us. All right, let's see how we can do. All right. Yeah, I'm one door down. You sure are. Yeah, hey, you know what? I am glad you're here too, my friend. Okay. So, what are we going to do this time? How do I change things up? So, if I'm not going to do Jaden and I'm not going to do Drake May, so I mean, we were just talking about Jamar Chase. I mean, I could do Chase. I could do Burrow. I mean, this is assuming Burrow's there. ADP says he might go. Let's see. I mean, what I want to do, honestly, I kind of want to just do Drake May again. Might have to go crazy this one. All right, Chad, let's see it. Go crazy, folks. All right. Okay, so yeah, wouldn't you know, of course, Joe Burrow is there. So I could go Burrow. Do I just go Burrow or Chase? You know what? We're going Chase and not Burrow. I would just start May or Jaden every draft if I could. Well, and honestly, it's not like I've done enough of these that I should really worry about shares. It's just doing. I want to try three different drafts, same draft spot. I want to try 3 different things. Allen at 3, LOL. Oh man, only a pick away from 0 at 4. Bozo's in this room? Question mark. We'll find out, won't we? So 0 got him some Gibbs action. So both of us starting no QB. All right, and now, Chad, let's see what you do here at 11. So there went Burrow and Hurts. You are a pick away from May. Or you could switch it up and take a non-QB here too if you want. Let's see. Let's just get froggy, boys. Let's see what we can do this draft. Jamar Anchor, wide receiver, is amazing. Yeah, that's what I will 100% be willing to do that, or Gibbs or Bijan. You know, I mean, even Puka back in. I actually had a pick 12 the other day that I did in this where I was able to get Puka and McCaffrey at the 12, and I just double tapped them. I felt really good with that. And Chad went with McCaffrey. Let's see who you add in with there. You're going to go ahead and take your boy Dart. I am assuming that's what you're going to do. Or you're going to make it crazy this time and change it up. Can you? Oh, you did. Look at that. Smith and Jigba. So just kind of like my Puka McCaffrey, you went McCaffrey and JSN. And I really like that. I really do. Obviously, you know, Sam Darnold should be there, and your round 3 if you want to pair that. You at least should have the option to do that. Now, as we're coming back around here to round 2 for me, now round 2 is typically where, again, I do like to grab, you know, Mahomes here. I mean, honestly, though, Dart made it to me. I'm not going to pass on Dart. Chad, I'm going to go Dart this team. So let's go ahead and I'll do a Giants thing this go around, and I will feel good with that. You better believe I'm going to try to add Neighbors and Scatabo to this. 100%. I will do my best to make that happen. All right. 0 went double strong RB with Jainty. So Gibbs Jainty, you got to love that. Gotta love that. That is a super strong RB room to start. So now let's see what other people have done. So the guy at 3, man, Allen and Mahomes. Whenever you've done these the last few years, and Mahomes is always a round 1 pick. That's crazy to kind of see them on the same team together and know that that's even possible to do. Lamar, CD, and Bo Nix. Let's see if this guy adds another QB. I know my instinct immediately is I want to push QB here and not take another one. That's what my immediate instinct tells me. Let's see if Zero does the same thing. Or if you go ahead and jump in and grab QB 1 for you here. For me, it would be 2, obviously, since I just grabbed Dart. Let's see. Yep, QB1 Goff. Yeah, perfect. Layup with Gibbs. And then I guarantee immediately go Q Jameson Williams. Have that one lined up and ready to go. All right, back to me. So if I want to go running back, man, the top wide receiver on the board is Nabers. I'd like to push it, but I'm not going to. Let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to push running back. Let's just grab Nabers right now and make that happen. All right, Ken Walker and Achan. I was dreaming of Amon-Ra. Yeah. You could have gone 3 for 3 with Saquon, but that stack is juicy. Neighbors is fire. Dude, I know. I love Neighbors too. I just, again, that the question all summer we're going to ask is, what Neighbors will we get? What level of health? I'd like to just sort of bet on saying he's going to be there week 1. But even if he starts on the pup, let's say he starts on the pup and he's there week 5. Let's say it takes him 2 weeks to get ready and kind of get in the swing of things. Now we're through week 7. Let's say the Giants have a bye in week 9. So week 8 is kind of his like initial, then after the bye. I think that you can get by and have a good enough team that you can survive even if Neighbors doesn't do that much until week 10, because he could be such a game changer week 10 through 14 of the regular season and then in the playoffs. That's just the way I'm going to play that in my mind. If you get a Neighbors team to the finals, you're super live for first place. I completely agree. All right, it's come back around to me here. So Sammy D, Trey McBride, Malik Willis. I'm going to try something here and see if I can make this happen. And I'm going to take CJ Stroud, and I'm going to see if Nico can make it around to me and just get that I don't love Stroud, but I also don't hate Stroud. Last year, I was like, does Stroud suck? Maybe. And Zero just got Trey McBride, who I passed on, who definitely doesn't suck. And we know that, whereas there's a good chance Stroud might. So, and Chad got Bauer. So both you guys rocking super strong tight end ones. Very similar starts. So I see, Chad, you went with Shuck instead of Darnold, which I have no problem with. I think Shuck is the higher upside there. Let's see. We're coming back around. I still don't have running back 1, but again, I'm going to push it if Nico makes it, because that will be a absolutely sick. But if not, man, this also is kind of the time to take Scattaboo, because if I don't take him here, I'm probably not going to get him. And Nico made it. Oh, brutal. Scattaboo or Nico. Nico's the whole reason why I just took Stroud. Oh, man. If I could redo the pick, I probably wouldn't have taken Stroud so that I'm not in this position. I got to go Nico. Sorry, Cam. I would really have liked to have gone Cam there, but I just can't pass on Nico Collins to pair with Stroud there. All right, we're going to be pushing running back. Yeah, Zero left you Nico. Take Nico. Nico's good at football. Tracy's good too. Yeah, absolutely. Theo sends his best regards. They are going to be coming up a little bit later on, you better believe. Would be proud. All right. What did you just do, buddy? Mendoza to pair with Bowers. That worked out great. Don't you love it when a good plan comes together? All right. Coming back around. There goes Loveland. Gino. Oh, come on, baby. 3 picks away. It could happen. Montgomery, 2 picks away. Come on. Oh, Bucky, 1 pick away. Come on, guy. You got 3 straight running backs. Oh, brutal. He took 4 straight running backs. All right, that's okay. Trayvon Henderson. We're just going to pivot. I love Trayvon Henderson. I actually kind of like Trayvon Henderson more than Cam anyway. It's just, man, that would have been perfect. Perfect. Oh, brutal. CJ Stroud, dark horse MVP coming. Whew, well, buddy, for this team, I sure hope you're right. I sure hope you're right. Hey, I thought Stroud was awesome a couple of years ago, but literally last year, I've lost almost all faith in him. I understand, though, it was a terrible environment. Terrible, terrible environment. Horrible, worst offensive line, no running game to speak of whatsoever. Rookie wide receivers other than Nico. I understand he was in a bad spot last year, but boy, didn't he look terrible. I could see, though, this being, like you said, as a dark horse, I could see this being people aren't expecting him, but he actually turns it around. All right. Zero got him some Judkins, so he's taken no wide receiver yet, but 3 strong running backs and Trey McBride. Defense didn't need him to pop off either. Yeah, because the defense is so good, so it's not like they were in a lot of shootouts. All good points. Okay, back to me. Oh, this is why waiting sucks at running back. Oh boy, I don't like this. I'm just going to take Devontae Adams, and I'm just going to have strong wide receivers. And at this point, I'm just going to push wide receiver big time from here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. Devontae Adams. It was like Chuba Hubbard, top running back. Like, I know I should take it, but how hard is it to take Chuba over these wide receivers? That's really hard for me. I know. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and do it. Zero went with Garrett Wilson as his wide receiver 1. Interesting. Of course, I think Garrett Wilson is much better than Jameson Williams, but I think that Jameson would have been an interesting one. But again, it's the same thing. Like, do you reach to take a stack? Probably not. Just take the better piece. And I think that is the best way to do it. Although I'm sure that Chad would have felt really nice if Garrett could have fell all the way to him. But he gets Igbuka, which is a great pick, and Jordan Tyson to pair with Shuck. So you've got the hero RB with McCaffrey. That's a lot better than my hero RB with Henderson. And you've got 3 quarterbacks to my 2. All right. Gosh. This is just gross. Well, here it is. I mean, I had to take Nick. Honestly, if I could go back and redo this, I would have taken Trey McBride instead of Stroud, which would have allowed me to then take Cam Scatterbo in round 5, and then I would have just probably went ahead and took Rodgers. Then that would have been my QB2. I wouldn't have liked that. I don't know. This is just a rough spot. I just feel really worried about my RBs with Henderson and Warren starting it off, but we're just going to bulk it. We're just going to bulk it and see what happens. Maybe this is a 7 RB build. I don't have a tight end either, a tight end 1. I definitely like the builds that you guys have going a lot more than my start. That's for sure. I really like the builds you guys have going. All right, put Dalton Schultz on my board for tight end. Okay. I'm pretty low on JMO this year. Are you? I mean, overall, like I don't love his draft spot, but I love Jameson Williams. Laporta was out and Amon-Ra missed time. He did nothing much. Yeah, well, he also has some monster games. Superflex always feels gross around 13, around round 13. Yeah, feels gross until round 13. Game opens up after that. Wish you took McBride so I didn't have to. You say that with one wide receiver and with wide receiver 1 and 2. Well, there's 3. Marvin Harrison, come on down. All right, back to me here. So if I want to go, all right. Wow, Penix went before Tua. All right, so I'm going to try to apply a little bit of strategery here. And I'm going to see if I can maybe do a back end Cleveland stack. Cross my fingers and see if I can take maybe both Deshaun and Shadur and Casey Concepcion. Maybe I can just get all of them with Fannin, and we'll see. We'll see. That's what we're going to try. JMO's never spiked over 24 points, though. Now, I will say this. I do normally think in full PPR mindset whenever I'm making my sheets. Let me go look and see. Yeah, you're absolutely right. 23.4 was his highest, but he had a 22.9, 23.4, 20.9. Yeah, I see what you're saying. 17, 14, 15, 17. Yeah, I get it. So even his big games are not super big, but I look right over at Pickens. Right, he's right next to from my last year's. Pickens, different story. He had a 29, 27, 24, 25, 22. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I definitely get it. Okay, back to me here. Is this a Chris Rodriguez time? I missed out on freaking Deshaun. I would have, yeah, Chris Rodriguez time. Yep, you are right. I think he's talented, but a bit flanky. Not anti-JMO, but with no Laporta and I was hoping for a true wide receiver 1 outing. Hey, it's a great point. I'm not going to fight you on it. And who did you take him over? Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, I already know that in his limited time that he had better spike potential than that. Let me go pull up Garrett Wilson. Yeah, so 80. Well, not necessarily, but like he was pretty darn consistent to start the year, which is kind of crazy. Garrett Wilson with 19, 7, 19, 17, 16. And then he gets hurt, and then that's that. But yeah, very interesting. Don't you just love fantasy football? There is no right or wrong answer, but well, I'll say this. There is wrong answers. It's just who really knows a lot of the time. Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed. So I like that wide receiver group that you've got now, 0 with your 2-3-5-1. All right, and I have a 2-3-4-1. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take Shadur. He made it here to this one. I don't love it, but I'm going to do it because I could still get Concepcion. Let me go star him for the next go around. I'm going to star Tracy as well because I will take Tracy first if he makes it to me. So we'll find out. We shall see. There went Kelsey. That's Bowers Kelsey. That's a super strong tight end room there. Love that. You got Monungai earlier as your RB2. Let's see how you can fill out your RB room. There goes Tracy. No Tracy for me. Golden. See, I wonder if last time I should have just taken Tracy and said screw the QB3, because I mean I probably should have, because again, Sanders, how often is Sanders going to actually do anything or have the job? He may not. He may be terrible. Yeah. Sometimes make decisions like that whenever you look back and think about it, it's like, man, is that even really worth it? Maybe. I guess, again, maybe. But if I could redo it, maybe I just don't. This is part of the SuperFlex decisions. It changes everything. It's super fun, though, ain't it? Okay, so as I'm now a pick away, there it is. Concepcion, come on down. So at least I was able to partially do that Cleveland thing. Deshaun, of course, went the pick before. I just noticed that. The pick before to Gold Guy, the same guy that took freaking Scatabo earlier, the pick before me. Ruining lives. Gold Guy. I like gold. All right, Zero got him some Mark Andrews. He's still rocking 2 QBs. But I think it's kind of like I'm just saying, I mean, do you just stick with the 2 QBs and don't waste the round on someone who might do nothing for you, as opposed to just take the flyers late, like how you're talking about what you've been doing with your strategy? I love fantasy football. Seriously, dude, I know. Gainwell Sniper 0. So brutal. Oh, yeah, dude. Sanders is gambling, but good gambling, big gambling. If you have an insane stack, don't drop the baby. Hey, that's true. If you're going to do it, just dive in and do it. All right. And then goes Cousins. So you did go ahead and get that third QB. Again, same thing like I was talking about. The Carson Beck snipe hurt. Yeah. Yep. I'm truly sad. Bro, throw Gardner in this one. Throw Gardner in here later. Why not? Make this a Gardner team. Jonah Coleman, come on down. All right, now I'm going to go and see if I want to actually star some potential. Oh, I could have taken Jaden Higgins. That's all right, though. Again, I feel so good about my wide receivers with the 5 that I have, that I'm not worried about whoever I add at wide receiver. I don't think from this point forward, it is what it is. Giants. Mooney, Fields, Theo. Browns. Dylan Sampson, Boston, Judy. All right. Taylon Green. Is he going to come in and do anything ever? Probably not. But is he maybe a round 20 gamble? Yeah, I know. I screwed that one up, didn't I? He says, oh no. You did leave me Higgins, and I just let it go because I was looking at needing another running back. Whenever I could have taken him, waited, and then I could have still just grabbed Samson here as my 4. I definitely messed that one up. You're right. Oh no, I did. I should have started him before. See, I waited to star instead of, I should have done it already. All right. Well, speaking of Dylan Sampson, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's give Sampson a call. And then as we swing back around, I'm going to cross my fingers for Dalton Schultz. He should make it there ADP-wise, and there's plenty of tight ends left. So I should be able to get him. We shall see. We shall see. All right. And then you got Trey Tucker. There's a little Cousins stack piece. And with your Jainty. So you've got a little Raiders build going. McBride and Andrews is a super strong tight end room, just like Chad's, Bowers, and Kelsey. Chad, you added in Rashid Shaheed, Omar Cooper, Mekhi Lemon, and Tyson. I love your wide receiver room. And then Running back, you're at the 3 now. So again, let's see how the full thing comes together. But again, if you're going to do an anchor RB or hero RB, do it with McCaffrey. That's the way to build. All right. Coming back around. That's a spicy meatball. Let's see what you can do here, Chad. Or nope, not Chad. 0. Let's see what you can do here. Jalen Naylor. Hardly knew her. Algier. There it is. Cardinals. Telling you. Minshew. Throw him in round 20. Yeah, I agree. It is more responsible. All right, Dalton Schultz made it. All right. There's my tight end 2. Feel pretty good about that. Now I'm not even worried about tight end 3, be whatever. Fannin and Schultz. Not quite your Bowers, Kelsey, or McBride, Andrews, but hey, I'll take it. I can get supercharged Naylor later anyways. Troy Franklin, you better believe it. Schultz had so many targets last year. He did. He was a target hog. Is he great? I don't know. Let me go pull up what he actually did from a score perspective here. Let's go take a quick look. Dalton Schultz. Okay. I mean, honestly, from week 5 on, pretty darn good. 8.5, 14, then a 3, 10, 14.8, 8, 1, 9, 3, but then playoff weeks 17, 12, and then 3 in week 17. So many tight ends disappointed in week 17. But he helped get you there with 17 points and 12 the 2 weeks before. All right, back to me. Jerry Jeudy could be a stack piece here if I wanted to do that. Yeah, why not? Might as well. It's not, I don't feel strongly about Jeudy, but I don't feel super strongly about any of these plays one way or another. Yeah, okay. If Gadsden is good, Schultz is great. I also don't think Gadsden is very good. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look at how did Gadsden's. So Gadsden, he had 1 week where he had 25. That was his 7 for 164 and a touchdown week versus Indy in week 7. Then he had a 16 the next week after that. But other than that, 9, 2, 5, 3, 1. And then in the playoff weeks, 8, 1, and 10. Yeah. Not good, not great. I don't know. I mean, I don't love picking Gadsden. But I'll take the dip. I'll take the dip as it keeps coming. All right, back to me. Mm-hmm. You know what? We were talking about him earlier, and he's free, baby. It's all free. Sean Tucker, come on down. You seeing the do not draft player? Chad, are you asking, do I have a do not draft player? I will always draft someone somewhere at some price. So I'm not saying I'm ever truly out on anyone altogether, but with that said, yeah, there are definitely guys that so far through 100 plus drafts or wherever I'm at in my overall draft so far, there are definitely, I guarantee there are some people that I've not clicked on. No, the name was actually do not draft. Oh. All right, what you doing here, bud? You grabbed Chris Bell. I love the Chris Bell pick, by the way. Love it. And 1 second. Claiborne going with Aaron Jones, the new Aaron Jones. Learn behind him and then take over for him. That's how it'll go. Okay. 3662 for me. 3662. What to do, what to do. Well, Tank Dell has to be my first pick. I've got to go ahead and grab Tank Dell. I need me some Tank in my life. So let's get that done and out the way. And then I could go Mooney, or I could wait and take Fields in round 20. I've heard good things about Fields. I typically draft Mooney more. Do I need a third tight end? Yeah, probably. Theo's my third tight end. I can grab Theo next and then decide if I want to take a random fourth QB in the round 20 or take maybe Fields. I could close this out with back-to-back Giants and feel pretty good about that. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. All right, so Zero got him James Conner, and then he had Mike Washington before that, Tesla. That was after his Algier pick. I forgot to mention the Gunner pick earlier. I like that pick, Chad. Gunner as your 3 tight end. So you've got a really good tight end combo. Zero's still rocking with the 2. And going with Huntley, yep, taking your flyer. Is this going to be a 5 QB flyer? I think Huntley is a good pick, by the way, too. We've seen him be very Theo's probably will make it, but I don't want to. I could take Mooney here, but I don't want to risk Theo being gone to someone else. So let me just grab Theo first and do what I said I was going to do there. And then we'll just see who makes it around here. But ADP wise, Malachi Fields will line up perfect with my last pick. Or I can take another Jameis like I did with that last one. That's also up in the air. But anyway, Huntley, we've seen him be able to step in for Lamar whenever Lamar goes down, and we've seen Lamar go down. So I'm fully aboard picking him. Do you have any stack piece? Yeah, Mark Andrews. Yep, Mark Andrews. Tesla was the stack piece too. I didn't just realize that too with the Lions. There goes Ted Hurst. All right, let's see what you got, Chad. What you going to do with round 19, my friend? A.D. Mitchell, love it. Oh, I'm back over here. The ADP was 240 a running back, and it said, do not draft. Should I draft it? Yes. And yeah, you are doing 5 QBs. Him and Andrews will cook this year. All right. We're coming back around. Chad, how did you finish yours out with there, bud? You did the do not draft? What is that? What is that? I love how you're like, screw it, I'm doing it. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I I don't know. That's the first. I've never even seen that. Do not draft. Oh yeah, watch me. You don't know me. He did it. Oh, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me my business, devil woman. Oh, that's so good. I love it. All right, Malachi Fields, come on down. All right, beautiful. Chad, I love you, brother. That was so good. I did not notice that. Like I said, I did not even look and see. Oh man, that's so funny. All right, let's close this draft out. And Zero's last pick, Tyrod Taylor. Just don't give him any shots in the ribs and he'll be fine. Who Hams, what's up, brother? Glad to see you in here tonight. Who Hams, if anyone doesn't know, has an awesome channel where he streams. Popping in for a minute, right at the end, bud. Well, I'll show you these teams that we just put together here. Me and Zero and Chad. All right, so let's go pull this tab up. All right, so we'll start this time with Zero's team first. And he went with the 5-6-7-2. So we do know the stack pieces you got, but look at that quarterback room. So getting Goff and Willis in the top 50, or right there, and then pushing it, going with Cousins, Huntley, and Tyrod. We've kind of already laid in the case for how that could work. But I like your strategy of pushing it. I love that. Bulking it and pushing it sometimes, but not every time. That's the way to do it. That's how I'm doing it. I'm mixing up this SuperFlex stuff. Gibbs, Jainty, Quinshon, Algier, Mike Washington, and James Conner. Really solid running back room. Again, you've got the stack piece with Goff and Gibbs. We've got your Raiders that you're going to do. Quinshon is super nice. I could have used that for my team in retrospect. All right. And then Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Jaden Reed, Chris Godwin, Tucker, and Tesla. I think this is a good wide receiver room. I'm not the biggest Marv guy in the world, as we know, but I'm really into the rest of the guys that you picked. And Trey McBride, Mark Andrews, I'm glad you stopped there. I think that was the route to go with your team and add in that extra quarterback at the end. So another good SuperFlex team, Zero. All right, Chad, let's see what you put together there. 3-6-8-3. Shuck, Mendoza, and Gino. Love taking the gamble on what you did here. Although with Shuck, maybe that could have been Sammy D, but like I said, I think that Shuck is the bigger upside play. Swing for the fences, my friend. Swing for the fences. Shoot for that moon. McCaffrey, and then pushed it. So it's so funny seeing this here. So you push the running back room, Manungai, Rashad White, Emmett Johnson, Damon Claiborne, and do not draft. Don't tell this guy what to do. Oh, that's so funny. Obviously, do not draft is going to be the difference maker for your team. It'll make or break you. All right, JSN, Egbuka, Tyson Lemon, double rookies, Shaheed, Cooper, Bell, and AD. You got those nice little Geno late pieces there with Cooper and Mitchell. Bowers, Kelsey, and Helm, super strong. Did you need Helm? No, but I like Helm. I think that maybe looking back at this team, especially with getting do not draft on it, maybe the Gunnar Helm round should have been another running back there. But hey, you know what? This is how it turned out, and it was meant to be. Good luck, my friend. I hope that do not draft can bring you home. All right, I went with the 3-6-8-3, the good traditional SuperFlex build. Jackson Dart, Stroud, and Shadur. Now, my question is, can my running backs work? Again, I don't know. It's really weak running back room, but it comes with a very strong wide receiver room. Chase, Neighbors, Nico, both stack pieces with Adams, Concepcion stack piece, couple more stack pieces at the end to close out. So my non-stack wide receivers being Chase and Devontae, I mean, it could be great. Fannin, Schultz, and Theo. I'm a big fan of that. And again, they all work as stack pieces for my quarterback room. Cross my fingers that Shadur actually plays and is decent at some point, but preferably that point is the end of the year. It's really the big question is, what can this running back room do? Maybe it's good enough, maybe not. But I think it was worth the flyer. If I could go back, I would probably redo one of these wide receivers to a running back, and I think it would have looked a little bit better. But overall, I'm happy with it. But boy, that Scatabo sniped the pick before really hurt that one. All right, let me see what you guys said here. Casual Chad says, watch it generate 20 points per game. Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious? Who aims we were cooking? We've been cooking, buddy. We've had 3 SuperFlex drafts tonight. I got pick 6 in all of them. Had a guy take Lamar at 2 and a puppy. Oh, hello. He forgot he was doing a puppy. Swing for them fences. That's right. Winning with 19 players should urge you extra money. Do you really need Bowers when you have 2 elite tight ends, Kelsey and Helm? So true. Named it Do Not Draft. Have a nice night. Great stack. Oh, appreciate it, buddy. Absolutely. Chad, always nice. Zero, always nice to have you guys in here with us. That was a lot of fun. Great drafting tonight, boys. Look forward to do this again this weekend. I think Cory and I will probably be on Saturday night. But keep your eyes peeled in case it's Friday. Who Hams, thanks for stopping by here. You have a good night, my friend. I'll see you over on some of your streams as well. Again, if you aren't following him, go check him out on YouTube. He's awesome. Drafts almost every day, if not every day, don't you? I mean, I see you posting videos, I think every day I'm seeing that you're going live. Golf starts. It's about time to start golfing. I'd love to go golfing. All right, guys, hey, I'm going to go ahead and head out for the night. But I appreciate you all. Until next time, keep drafting. See you guys.